Yes, sorry. I might be 2 minutes late. 1 minute late. I got a last minute offer to go online, bro. Online. But we got Emperor Michael coming in the house later. So he said he could only do 12 o'clock there. I'm like, blood clot. All right, man. I'll let you come on the Triple B show, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, we got my mans. I'm just waiting for him. I think he's going to be in about 10 minutes, hopefully, because we want to get some peeps, right? We want to get some peeps here. We're going to find out what's going on with Nicky Smedley fight. We're talking about boxing in general, the misfits, all this kind of nonsense. I didn't envisage myself doing another live. I won't do another live till Thursday, but yo, things happen, yo. So let's see what happens. Now let's get some funds in. What the blood clot man's got to work, G man. I know, I'm thinking like this is the worst time, Monday morning, you know, people got to work. I'm going to see who the real neats are. But Michael, I'm like, look, it's better in the afternoon, in the evening, early evening. Oh, I can't, I'm working. I'm like, all right, well, you'll do it at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm like, blood clot, no, man. It's Monday morning. You know, you're not going to get that many people at this time. But he said 12 p.m. is the only time I can do it. I said, all right, I'll do it, man. I'll do it for you. That's what I do for the funds. Make sure you subscribe, Emperor Michael. You can enter the chat too. My boy Neil Baker. Emperor's Punch Drunk. Here's the BS and lies in boxing, but there's a future in politics. Well, yeah, obviously. The worst, the most crooked thing is politics, am I right? But I don't know, man. Michael's young. He's probably still... I'll be back. I'm getting my energy drink. I need my drink. I'll be back. I'm coming back. All I want to do is and take your money. All I want to do is bum, 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 and grape your mummy. All I want to do is bum, 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 and grape your mummy. Oh, sorry, I forgot this 50p a pound. Now, I know they're whacked, they're full of rubbish, but I'm so washed out. And as soon as Michael's like, oh, I was like, all right, I need some energy, fam. Whew! MJ Boxing. Tommy Fury's win has been changed to UD. Yeah, because there's a problem with the cards. And of course, that biatch, knowledge, strength, and lack of integrity, it's like whining. Yeah. He's like whining. Oh, there's obviously rigged. Actually, no, that's a unanimous decision, man. Just listen to some gun noises. Because can't get no guns in the UK, so I'd rather just... That's kind of a minigun. It's electric. He talks boxing. Man is going mad with all these lives. Yeah, you sound like Sonny. I wasn't going to do it until Thursday. You know, you got to give the fans a break too. You know what I'm saying? But Emperor Michael said, yeah, I can only, because we were trying to arrange, and I said, let's better do it soon because, like, you know, you just put out the fight's just be cancelled. Yeah. The evenings are best between 6 and 8. Can't do it. I'm always at work. He's obviously working his ass off, which is fine. To go to Eritrea, and then he's like, so today, and then they'll be like, you know, hour and a half ago, I can do 12 p.m. today. I can't do Tuesday. I can't do anywhere else. I said, all right. Like my Mozambique top fam. Yeah, check it out. Sorry, the AK-47, if you can see it, AK-47, that's pretty based. Can't wait for this interview. Yeah, my man's going to turn up in 12:15, hopefully, because we wanted to get a few funds on. Bloody hell, I'm at bad time for the funds. As I said, unfortunately, it's the Emperor Michael too. This is the only time he can do it, he said. I don't know when he's lying, but he said he's working very hard. He's usually quite quick at replying to emails, but he wasn't, because I think he's making some mad cash in the restaurant to go to Eritrea, so boom, and take your money. Yeah, I'd love to be able to fight Uzis, AKs, things like that. I went over to Vegas and I was meant to do it, but I spent my entire time This is back in the day. I spent the entire time, right, doing yayo in the bar area, the roulette area, not the roulette, the blackjack area, or in a really whack hotel room. I had planned to go and shoot every kind of gun I could get my hands on, blood. It's a shame, man. Yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah, Nordic, shout out to the trip being. God bless you too, brother. Yeah, sorry about the weird timing. I'm going to put my gloves on. I was meant to do that. I like my gloves. Then I feel like a warrior, innit? Yeah, I mean, it was the only time the Emperor could come on, so blame the Emperor. Lord, yeah, it was a double negative. That's true. Not doing no videos tonight. Not doing no videos tonight. Not doing no videos tonight. He's come on the last 2 lives and bribed a man. Bribed a man of £60. Well, it's only 40 by the time it gets to me. You know, but I said, Sonny, you're going to do better than that, blood. You're going to have to do better than that, blood. A lot better. You got to come on an interview like today. My man's going to be in the house soon. My man's in the house. Michael, if you can hear me, just wait a second, blood. What do you got? It's going to be a bit lower on fans than usual, Michael, because it's a strange time. But like you said, yeah, this is the only time you can do it, and you can explain that to the fans when you come on. That's what I want to be doing, shooting guns in Vegas. I've shot SA-80, bolt action Lee Enfield, bang! The Lee Enfield was nuts. The SA-80 is pretty whack. Little things like that. All right, I'm going to work at Sunderland. Surrounded by normies. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, Michael, you're coming in soon, man. We're just going to wait for 1 second. I've got Michael here. Right. So Michael's here. So if you I want to talk to you, but obviously you want questions. It's quite hard to go back and forth all the time. And I hate to say this, I'm not looking for the shekels, but if you really got a question, even just £1, you know, I'll see it easier. All right. Comes my main man, Michael. What are you talking about, brother? How are you, my man?
I'm all right, mate. It's good to talk to you again.
You got rid of the afro, Pam.
It'll grow back. Yeah. It's going to grow.
You're looking like an office type worker, something like that. A very reasonable human being. So, Michael, explain to people why you could only make 12 p.m. Monday, because the fans are going, we're at work, but it's still here.
Yeah, look, I'm really sorry, guys, but it's a really busy week this week. I would love to do it at a convenient time for yourselves. But if you remember, Triple B, you remember last time we spoke? Not last time, the time before. You remember the chef came and interrupted?
Yeah. Did he give you a hard time?
I know he was a cool guy, but he was just like, oh, look, mate, he's like, you got to get back to work now. So that's all it is, guys.
I would rather have you sitting down here than interrupt your work. Are you working in an Eritrean restaurant?
No, just normal British pubs.
Okay, cool. Good. Nice one. Now, obviously, the big Emperor Michael news is that the Nicky Smedley fight is off. We've heard stories. It's better to come from yourself. Apparently, Nicky's not well. Can you fill us in?
Yeah, I might as well just say the truth, because if you go on Google, I mean this with all respect, Nicky Smedley's had mental health issues in the past. I mean, yeah, you read that. So I might as well just say it openly. There's no shame. But his team told me, like, after I did the video, they said, look, he's not ducking you. He's had a mental health relapse. So unfortunately, the fight's off. So I'm really sorry to hear it. I've got no personal issue with the guy. If he wants to fight,
is the show off as well?
I don't know. They haven't told me that, but my fight was
like a replacement. If they could get another guy.
I'll be honest, I don't really want to, because with Nicky, I would have got quite a lot of money. So I'd rather just hang. You know what I mean? He told me I'd get $1,000 minimum, then I'd get a cut of tickets on top of that. So yeah, I'm down at least $1,000 now.
How many tickets do you think you sell? How many tickets would you sold?
Like there's plenty of Eritreans in Sheffield, so I was gonna make. Yeah, I would have made some good money, but
man,
listen,
you're the Eritrean celebrity of the UK, fam.
Yeah.
No modesty there. Yeah. That's right. Well, yeah. I mean, I read about Nicky. Obviously, had a look. Now he's had quite a rough life, or he's had some bad things happen to him. So I know he lost, someone very close to him by suicide, which can be a terrible. It really
Yeah.
knocks someone's soul. Yeah. And other stuff, and there's I don't want to speak too much about the Caldwell stuff, but whatever. There's stuff buzzing around, yeah. So I don't have no problems with that, and I hope he gets all right. I hope he gets better. Like people say thoughts and prayers, but they never mean it. It's nonsense. I'm a Christian. I did a little prayer, just I hope he gets better. So there you go. What do you know about that?
Yeah.
Because people always go thoughts and prayers with I'm like Eddie Hearn, yeah. You don't give any thoughts. You're thinking about the cash money, and you don't worship God. You worship Satan.
Yeah.
So what you been doing, man? Have you stopped training, or you concentrate on working so you can get enough money to go to Eritrea?
Yeah, I mean, I've got enough money, but obviously when the fight was off, I was very disappointed. I mean, there was no way. I was never ever gonna pull out of the fight because,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get people when Michael's gonna pull out 2 days before. I mean, if I was gonna pull out, I would have just said no in the first place. And yeah, don't get me wrong, the odds were against me. I'm not denying that, but I would have given it a go.
Yeah, the odds were against Buster Douglas. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's unlikely I would have won. I'm not going to deny that, but mate, I would have given it a go. The guy hasn't boxed in years. I'll try my best. If it was someone like O'Hara Davies, I'd say hell no. Or if it's someone that like a knockout puncher, but Nicky, I thought, even if I just go the distance, just
no,
that's yeah.
Like Dylan Dallas. No, except you would fight. I think
No,
you never know, right? Nicky's 41. Yeah, he was a great quality boxer, but that's back in the day. He hasn't boxed for years. He's 41. Do you have a weight advantage? You might do, I think. And also, he was not a puncher. He had 4 KOs and 8 fights, I believe. So I don't think, you need to put yourself down and just go, yeah, I'll go now. I'll now try. And that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm disappointed. But like I said, I wish him well, man. I've got no issue with him. Good luck to him. And the question was, what am I doing? I'm gonna go soon. So just doing some extra, a lot of extra hours now. I'm gonna go to Eritrea ASAP. That's the plan.
Well, have a great. How long for?
Probably at least 2 months.
Are you going to stay fit out there?
100%, 100%. I wanna. Last time I was there, I spoke to the boxing authorities. It is difficult because boxing hasn't got the most priority. But like they said to me, obviously if you want to represent the country, if you have amateur fights, then you can try and box for the country. So that's the plan. I really want to fight for amateur.
Right. What? So you think you go back to the amateurs maybe, and try and enter? I don't know, the African Championships. I don't know, whatever. Would you consider that?
100%. That's the plan. 100%.
Yeah, I like that because now you can go backward and forward. I mean, obviously you haven't turned pro, you've done unlicensed, right? But
yeah,
in the old days, they're a lot stricter. These days, Bakuder Jalolov, goes back and forth, which I think is wrong, but the way he does it. But you can, do the amateurs, and then still do some, what do you call them, unlicensed. I mean, I don't know, man. Okay, let's have see if there's anyone got any questions. No, remind me if you really want me to see the question, give me £1. Oh, Baghdadi Paddy from Ireland. Would Michael fancy a fight on a Misfits card?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm trying my best, but okay. Over the last couple of years, I've made a lot of mistakes. Because obviously, you remember when I sparred Kell Brook, and when Porky allegedly jumped me in Nottingham, allegedly. Thing is, look, I had a lot of momentum at that time. And if you want to know the truth about what happened, why did I disappear? It's because I was being stupid at the time. Long story short, I'll keep it short. Obviously, I know a lot of people in boxing going back, like Anthony Joshua, David Hay. I'm not saying I know them, but as in, you bump into them at events.
Who you are. They know who you are.
Yeah. And my plan was
their career on the club.
And I mean, the fact I sparred Kell Brook on camera shows you I'm not lying. So my plan was
Liam Williams, right? Liam Williams?
I sparred him as well. Yeah.
And you
So,
said Pavlik and Haney as well.
yeah, and then it's like people think I'm lying, but I mean I'm not. Like I sparred Devin Haney when he was 12, I was 21. Remember, these guys were
Okay.
just yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not. He was in the gym. Like Zab Judah was there, and then they said this kid's had like 20, 30 amateur fights, and so I said, look, I'll spar him. Let me have a little move around. Listen, Devin Haney, like for 12 years old, the most talented
Yeah.
person I've ever been in the ring with. Like he was giving me major problems. I'm not. That's how you know I'm not lying. Like,
No, I agree. I
listen.
mean, he's at that superstar level. Like, even though I don't like him because I don't like his attitude. Who was your hardest spar? Like toughest, roughest, whatever. No
Probably Kelly
Harlan?
Pavlik. Oh, no, oh yeah,
Kelly, of
probably
course, Pavlik.
yeah, because the pain, man. He hit me. The jabs alone, flip's sake.
Well, it sounds like he wasn't really because you get them people that don't pull back at all in sparring. He sounds like he's one of them though. I always got a bit of a problem with that, but I also understand it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen guys that pros come in and spar novices, and they just won't pull back and they're knocking them out. I'm like, this is crazy, man. You're a bully. You know. I don't. But you know, obviously you can handle yourself as different. Okay, it's a random question from MJ Boxing. He wants to know: does Emperor Michael like to drink a Stella with the lads? Do you drink at all? Or
I'm
you go out?
32 years old. I've never drunk alcohol.
Well done, well done. And this is poison too. Energy drinks. Well done. Good, good, good. Actually, to be clean and serene is better. But you know, I like them birds. I can hear the birds.
Yeah.
What else you got? I mean, what? So what we talked about? So yeah. So good luck to Nikki. Eritrea for 2 months. When do you think you'll leave?
Probably we're in October now. I'll probably leave first week of November.
Is it warm at that point?
Oh, that is hot, man. Lovely, great weather.
Would you advise it for holiday for like British people, English people?
Yes. The only problem is when you go to Eritrea, the level of English is terrible. It's very poor. Other than that, yeah, that's the only. It's the English that's the problem. But other
Right.
than that,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
What?
I speak. Yeah,
What's the local language called?
Tigrinya.
Tigrinya. That was it. You told me. Can you say in Tigrinya? Spencer Fearon is a bum and a loser.
Spencer Fearon, but that me go half Sebio.
Say Spencer Fearon is chinny. He's a loser. He's a drug dealer. I'd knock him out in 2 rounds.
Spencer Fearon ما أنت يا بلون هايلي يا بلون أنا كلت قلتي فيه قلت كتويا.
That's what I'm talking about. That's good, man. It's a nice language. Okay, let's see what people got to say. Remember, guys, it's difficult for me to do 2 things though. The black caller. Oh, he was 12 when he was 21 when he sparred Haney. Yeah, but you know, Haney's that powerful, and you don't go to knock out Haney. Objective incision.
Yeah, but let me listen. Boxing basement. Let me reply to that guy here. I don't mean it in a rude way. When people say things like that, obviously you've never been in a boxing gym. I mean, yeah, he was 12, but listen, it wasn't like it was a tall kid. Zab Judah was there. And as I say, this guy's probably never been in a boxing gym in his life. I'll bet money. Go down to West Ham Boxing Club, spar some of the little ABA kids. Like they'll knock you out most likely. Like it was.
Right.
I'm very honest about it. I've got no reason to lie. I mean, you know, like listen, he was good, man. He had like 30 amateur fights, so you can say what you want to say, but yeah, I mean, I don't mind. But it's just when people say, yeah, go on.
No. I mean, I think people understand. I mean, people like to josh a bit. I just want to say before we count, so just quickly. So I got someone saying my sound's a lot lower than Emperor Michael's. I'm doing this off the iPad, and usually I do it with a mic. Can you hear me? Okay.
I mean, I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Can any of the fans who are online, can they tell me if they can hear me? Okay, because obviously, without that, it's pretty silly. But Michael can hear me, so I assume it's not too bad, right? Anyway, just update me right in the comments. Right. So yeah, and then you'll keep fit when you're on Eritrea. There's not much boxing there, right? But you'll just be fitness training, will it?
Yeah. So with Devin Haney. I can't remember if he was 12 or 14. It's like 10 years ago. But anyway, Eritrea. I mean, there are boxers, but it
Yeah.
hasn't. The sport's not as developed as football or
Of course.
running or cycling. But I mean, there are boxers around. So but yeah, all of them
Yeah,
are
I'm just
just
looking
really
to
they're not.
see if there are any. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. Sorry, I know. I was just
You're
gonna have a
gone.
look to see if there's any pros on BoxRec. Is there any pros? Keep talking. I'm just gonna have a look to see if there's any pros on BoxRec.
That's right. I mean, look, there are guys out there that have got ambition, but I mean, the country is only about 31 years old, so the
Yeah.
boxing's still developing at the minute. But look, I've made loads of mistakes over the last couple of years, but I want to help develop boxing in my country, and obviously, I want to turn my life around. And
Would
someone
you live
mentioned
there?
Mystic.
Would you go live there?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I mean, so you're happy then, right? You feel comfortable. You feel at home, right? Because
Oh, yeah,
did
it's a
you
great country.
were you born in UK or born in Eritrea?
I was born in Eritrea.
Okay, so you're born there and then you moved here, right? Okay, okay. What age were you when you moved?
I was 5 years old when I came here.
Right, right, right. I was going to say because your English is good. Okay, my man says, Mark, we can hear what you're saying, but about 50% quieter than Michael. We're getting mixed stuff here. Some guy says sound is fine. We'll just have to keep talking. Just make sure the mic's near your mouth, I guess. But I can hear everything, so I'm all right.
Okay.
Someone's been stupid. Emperor Michael is Frank Warren at Catchway. Who you got? Obviously the Emperor. I've got the Emperor, man. Obviously who's your favourite promoter? Who's the better one that you think? And I know they're all dodgy. There's only 2 promoters in the UK.
I say favorite promoter. I say Ben Shalom. He's the nicest.
What?
No, nicest person.
No, he's a snake. He's a lion. Ben the Shekel Shalom, brother.
No,
He puts on the worst shows, and I'm sure he's not. He's disingenuous. You know when someone's pretends to be nice, but you got a feeling that they're just doing it for facial value. I saw a video and he talked about Adam Smith, and he's going, "Yeah, it's such a shame that Adam Smith is gone. He's got ill, and then he pulled this huge smile looking away that made me think he is not being serious, and he had something to do with getting rid. I don't trust that Shalom. He's slipperier than a snake blood.
I mean you're entitled to your opinion, but I'd say he's a nicer person than Eddie or Frank.
Yeah, but that's not a very high bar, they're both snakes as well. You don't make it as a boxing promoter unless you're a snake, and that's all there is to it, right? And he's young, so he'll probably become even worse when he gets. I don't know. I just think his shows are rubbish, and that's the main thing. By the way, do you like my Mozambique top?
Yeah, I like it, man. So what countries?
Mozambique, yeah?
Of course, in
Mozambique,
Africa. Yeah.
Yeah, it's south from Eritrea, man.
So what country?
They've got an AK-47 in their flag, bro. It's
Oh.
Afghanistan. Yeah. Sorry, what you say? What?
No, I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, it doesn't matter.
What country are you from?
I'm mixed from many places, brother. That's I've got a lot of different bloods in me. Yeah, a lot of different countries. I spent most of my life in the UK, obviously, but I mean, a lot of European countries. I've got 15% Mozambican blood, but that's like not in my lifetime. I mean, these are ancestors. Mainly, yeah, it's such a mix, man. The biggest part of me would be English, but that's only about 30%. So,
Okay.
What I'm saying? So very mixed. Dr. FMG got a question for the Emperor. Emperor M, what would your fighting name be? You got to have a nickname, bro. I suppose the Emperor is a nickname, but apart from that,
yeah, you've already used it, Emperor Michael.
Yeah, it'd be Michael the Emperor. What's your surname's quite difficult to pronounce, isn't it? Say it for us.
And the Mescal.
Michael the Emperor and the Mescal. Pop, pop, bang. Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
If you're David Diamante, you're Michael the Emperor and the Mescal.
And the Mescal.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, but actually I've got to quite like it, even though he's a liar.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure,
so
brother.
The thing is, a lot of the stuff people say. No, that's a good question.
Okay.
The thing is, a lot of fans. I tell you why I don't like responding to fan comments anymore. It's just I can't be
Yeah,
bothered. Thing is, let me get your perspective.
sure.
When in the past year, like I'll give you an example. I interviewed Eddie Hearn about a couple of years ago. I managed
Yeah,
to get like 12 minutes with him, but then as soon as my questions started getting harder, he said he had to go. So then I
yeah,
got
yeah,
a lot of backlash from the fans. Oh, you don't ask him any hard questions. All right. A lot of these fans don't seem to realize when you've got a small, tiny channel like mine,
yeah,
do
yeah,
you
yeah,
understand how difficult it is to go up to people that have got 1 million Twitter followers
yeah,
and ask
yeah,
for?
of course.
So a lot of them they don't realize I'm allowed into Matchroom press conferences, but when I go, do you know what they say to me? I will
Well,
get told,
don't say
all right,
anything.
look, yeah, just don't say it. Like I've been told, they'll say, just stay out of the way, let all the interviews get done.
Yeah.
If there's time afterwards, I'll tell you the guy's name. Matchroom head of media is called Daniel Bernard.
What's his
I mean,
name again? Say
he's
that.
Daniel Bernard.
Okay.
I mean, he's an okay guy. I get where he's coming from, but a lot of you don't realize how difficult it is to get access to people when I've got such
Sure.
a small channel. So it's like a lot of these
Sure.
fans they don't. When fans have said to me, "Oh, you should do this and do that," mate, it's not realistic. You might as well ask me to interview, the British Prime Minister. I'm not significant
No,
enough.
no,
to-
I completely understand that, and I think some people need it to be explained. But of course, you remember when Chris Eubank or someone refused an interview with IFL because they weren't big enough at the time, whereas now
yeah,
bend over backward. I think that was Eubank IFL, and yeah, of course. I mean, these guys are all the time have been interviewed, and also if you're a small channel and you ask controversial questions, you're dashed out. You remember that Ben Shalom, right? When he was caught, he was secretly might going, no
yeah, I
questions on
remember that.
Eddie Hearn, no Dizzle, no AJ, and no whatever Matchroom. So and that wasn't even that small a channel. Yeah, yeah, of course, of course,
But I'll
of
say
course.
something very quickly. I've
Yeah,
never heard like in the last couple of years. The issue is I've never had anyone say you can't ask. They won't tell me what kind of questions to ask, but the issue that always comes up, they'll say to
yeah,
you, "Who are you with?" And they'll check. They will literally say, "I've had it." Like they'll say, "So how many subscribers you got on YouTube?" And then
yeah,
when you say less than 1,000, yeah, I've had
yeah,
people say, I'm sorry, I haven't really got a lot of time today. What can I do?" It's like when I met Joshua recently. I mean, it's like, well, he said, okay, when I'm finished training, we can do something. But then when he finished training, he's like, oh, I'm tired. Can we do it another
yeah.
time? Well, I'm like, well,
Well,
I can't really say no, can I?
no, no, of course. But having said that, you have managed to get some good interviews with Hearn, Tyson Fury for crying out loud. When it comes to Anthony Joshua, I mean, I kind of understand it. I'm not a fan of his, you know that. But oh, by the way, are you going to see him again? If you see him again, can you ask him if he knows base boxing base? That
You
some of
won't
me,
ask that.
no, some of my fans have been asking, going, ask Michael when he next sees Joshua, go, do you know the channel base boxing base? And see what he
That would be
does.
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's seen it because to be honest, I have rinsed him and his posse out quite a lot. Someone says McLean 22. Apollo Jackson is quite a good nickname because he used to call himself Apollo Jackson. Yes,
I
his
did. That
brother.
was like, I mean, if you ask people in boxing, yeah, that was like from 2010 to until 2013. But that was
Yeah.
just, it was never my real name. It was just a nickname I came up with. But a lot of these
No,
people,
but
you'll be surprised
yeah,
how many people in boxing know me. David Price, Dominic King, these sort of. But it's my own fault,
well,
man. Like whenever I have momentum, I wait
yeah,
too long for a big video. But what you need to do, like you need to do what you're doing. Just keep
yeah.
pumping out the videos, and then
That's
eventually
it.
you'll
Yeah.
get the big video.
I mean, I mean, I'm not planning anything big, and I get double what's the word, shadow banned, and I've had demonetization, I've had strikes, yeah. I've had 2 channels banned. I'm not prepared to hold my tongue.
Yeah.
But boxing is a very niche. It's a very niche sport. Everyone kind of knows everyone, and especially people will see the videos on. Come up even if you're a small channel, right? Did you? What do you think of Sonny Edwards, by the way?
I don't like him on a personal. I can't stand him on a personal level.
Mm,
I think it's like I'll give you a quick example. Also,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to show off, but it's just to give you people perspective. I'd say, I've met pretty much everyone in British boxing, Carl Frampton, I've met all of these guys.
yeah,
The
yeah.
only person you'll hear me talk negative about, Sonny Edwards, is a very, very unpleasant person because, but I mean, look, I'll give you an example. Look at Carl Frampton. You never
Yeah.
hear Carl Frampton going about, oh, I'm this and I'm that. And Sonny Edwards is the only one that does it, and it's like, I mean, you watch when he sparred that guy, but I'll give you a quick
Yeah.
example. If he says he's that tough, I remember when he sparred the guy, because I was in the country at the time, I was keeping a low profile. But when he
Yeah.
sparred that guy off the internet, if Sonny Edwards is as brave as he pretends to be, why are you calling up all your mates to come down to the gym? Because you know why? Because when you're meeting someone off the internet and you don't know who they are, there's that doubt in
Yeah.
your mind. So he's not as
No,
tough as,
I agree.
I'm
Yeah.
like, he pretends he's tough, yeah, but you told Marco and all these guys to come down because in the back of your mind, you never know who the guy is. And then you got in the ring, you punched him up, okay. Fair enough, he held back, yeah. But when you're going on as if you can do it to anyone, would you have that same energy for Nicky Smedley? Would you have that same energy for Ty and Booth and these guys? Yeah, I
Well,
mean, so you're not
look,
as tough
he's
as.
only 8 stone. He's only 8 stone, and he knows that. So sparring a guy who's never fought who's 9 stone is going to be easy work. Now, do you know, Sonny Edwards has been on this channel. He phoned me up as well and threatened me about a year ago. I recorded it all. He watched some of my videos recently. He came on the last 2 lives, and actually he was very nice. But he gave me some cash money. He gave me
Wow.
£60. I think he's trying to bribe me, blood. He's trying to bribe me not to release the phone call. And he'll be see. This is why I'm a bit annoyed. It happened a year ago. I let him off the hook. I said, "You don't know what you're getting into here, bro. You're getting in big trouble now. Not with me, but because you've doxed people, you've made threats." And he started being real nice on PM, and I was like, you know what? Maybe he's got a nice. I said, just quiet it down, man. Just use your, use the good part of your character. But he keeps on going back to grassing people, being unpleasant to people. But he's got the courage to at least confront a few people. I've been threatened by Fear and Max Jenkins. None of them had the balls to even ring the number. At least he rung. But yeah, he's been on the lives, man. It's quite fun. I'm trying to get him on a live like this, so like you, like an interview. But so far, he's just been typing. Yeah.
No, but what is with Sunny? Like, thing is, I've seen some of your videos. Like, I think you did the recent video on Max and Spencer and Sunny, so I saw that one. You did
Yeah.
the one on me and Thing is, look, I'm speaking objectively. I'm not gonna make things up. Think about people like Sunny and Spencer and Max. These guys are bullies. They just want to, oh, I'm a boxer. Like, they try to bully people, but they don't have that same energy. Like, they'll come at you, but they don't have the same energy for other people. Whereas with me, in my opinion, I'm consistent with people. I treat everyone the same. Like, I treat you with respect. Like, if I had a problem with you, I'll say what I have to say. But with those
Yeah.
guys, they're not consistent. They'll get brave with you, but then they won't take that same energy to other people.
Boy. Yeah. Well, they'll try and get brave with me, mate. But I offered Max. I said, I'll come around and knock you out any time of the day. And I said, Sonny was going, oh, I'll come around your house and do this. I said, no, you won't, mate, because I'll knock you out. And you know that. And I said, yeah, come out. I'll go to the gym. I'll be on the street with you. I'm 16.5 stone, blood. I might be out of shape, but that's 16.5 stone of out of shape man. Huh? Who knows how to hold his hands up? Spencer's crying on remand and wouldn't leave his cell when he got nicked for drug dealing, and he grasped to the police. These guys are bullies, but they're also pussy holes if you call them out. And I'm talking about.
But if you look at Max and Spencer, with Sonny, fair enough. Sonny's a world champion, fair enough. I'm not top of his priority list, I get that. But Max and Spencer, I've told both of them, if you want to spar, we can do it. But both of them, especially Max, he went quiet. If he wants to spar, yeah, but look at when I sparred Kell Brook here. I mean, you don't see me. Did I go crying to the police? Like, Kell Brook dropped me, I took it like a man, and I left it at that. So someone like Max, why doesn't he get in the ring with me? I mean, I'm not going to go to the police, am I?
No. Well, this shows what a coward is, right? He is 30 stone, bro. Right? Think about how big that is. 30 stone. And he's still too cowardly. He weighs 3 times as much as you. A bit, yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Too cowardly to get there. He's threatened me. He thinks he's been clever by using a fake name and a fake email, but I've linked it to him, like, incontrovertibly. Yeah, and in fact, Sonny told me anyway, so he's fucked. But he threatened to glass me. He threatened to kill me. He threatened to burn my house down. These are very serious things to say. Yeah, and I'm still. I laugh at the time. I know it's you, Max. Stop. He goes, "Oh no, you don't know who I am, George." I said, "My name's not George Blood, but you can think it is." And yeah, he's like, he sit back and he goes, "I said, call me on this phone." I give him the number. Call me on that phone tomorrow at 2 p.m. He goes, "I'm calling the shots like he's fucking Tony Soprano. I'm in charge here now, bro." He's and you know all the big talk whilst being an utter coward. And imagine being that big and being such a coward, man.
Yeah, man, it's bullying. Like, I mean, I'll give you an example. Yeah, you've said things about me on the internet, which is cool. Like you said a few things about me in your previous videos. And we can go, but it's like, look, you can't. If Max doesn't like you, that's cool, but you can't just start making death threats because people say things you don't agree with. I mean, because I saw one video of yours. You said me and Porky. You said we're both fools. And when I saw that, I thought that was actually quite funny. I don't think I'm a fool.
That was the
but
first
that is, I'm saying that as a man, yeah, you're not always going to agree with everyone. It's like work. I've met people that I don't like at work, but you just get on with it. You don't go threatening to kill people. You know what I mean? I've met some rude people at work, but it doesn't mean I'm going to hit them. So this is the thing about people like Max. You can't just be threatening to kill someone because you don't like what they said about you.
I know. And he goes, he pretended he was following me around. He don't even know where I live, the blood clot. And the problem is that they've got an address that Spencer released about some poor guy who's mentally unwell. Yeah. And they were trying to dox this poor guy. I don't know where you got this idea from, but anyway, I've got a question. So Mark says, Michael, if you started training at 12 years old and had all the benefits afforded to you, how far do you think you would have gone in the sport if you'd really stuck to amateurs and pros? Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, easy. I can give you an easy answer. In my opinion, I could be wrong. It could be ego. But look, I used to, when I was 16, no, when I was 18, I sparred at Hara Davies, who was 16. And him and me were the same level. Don't get me, hits very hard. Like, he was a harder puncher. But I would say him and me were same level at that time. And then so at the time, I said to myself, because it hits so hard, I said, oh, you know what, boxing's not for me. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm struggling with O'Hara Davies and sparring. But like a few years later, I spoke to someone that knew me and O'Hara, and he said, the thing about O'Hara, even if he's 16, he was too big for you anyway. You know, you're not bad. You should have. So, in my opinion, I think I'd be at that, that sort of level.
O'Hara's fighting for the world title, isn't he? So you think you'd be at that level, right? British title level, higher?
You never know, and people are probably going to say I'm being delusional, but I think I'd be decent. But I mean, I've still got time to give it a go. But we've all been,
No, people don't understand, right, how important it is, especially in boxing. It's not like a team sport. You go to train with all your pals, and you got someone telling you how to train. When you start in boxing, you know, you go to that amateur gym. You might have a couple of rounds on the pads, and that's it. You got to train yourself. You got to get yourself to the gym. You've got to run. You know, you do it all yourself. And you've got to have that dedication and that focus. So many of these guys that are really good, and you get guys, you know, they ain't got that much talent, but they make it far because they are so dedicated. I mean, I don't know. What kind of guys? Vito Antuofermo, do you know who he is? Ex-world middleweight champion. He got beat by...
the Italian, I remember him.
He drew with... he's in loads of movies as well, like Goodfellas and stuff.
The Godfather.
Yeah, that's right. So he drew with Marvin Hagler. He lost to, what's his face? Alan Minter. But this guy... He looked like he should punch muscles, but he just couldn't punch. He was just determined, trained really hard. He was fit and had a good chin, and that will get you quite far in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You've got to have the dedication, right? Because you've got no pals there. It's not like football. I'm just going to say quickly a big up to my man, the Outlaw Pugilist. Do you know him, Michael? He's got a channel. Yeah, people follow the Outlaw. He's my boy, the Outlaw Pugilist as well. So check him out. He says hi.
Okay, I'll check him out.
Yeah, and all the funds as well. What else you got here? Yeah, what else you want to talk about? Just generally, I mean, is there something you want people to know? What they don't know about the Emperor? What you'd like them to know? Whether it's boxing corner or not boxing or whatever.
I got a question. Yeah. So when I disappeared from boxing, I tell you what the truth was. I wasn't gone the whole time. I was in Eritrea for. I left to go to Eritrea last year. I left in December. So I was around the whole time. I regret it now, but in terms of what I was doing, I was just sitting back, chilling. I was working, and looking back now, I regret it. But what it was, I was waiting for the one big video. That's
Yeah.
why it had nothing to do with Porky. Nobody
Yeah.
kidnapped me. Nobody threatened me. So I
Yeah.
got a question for you. Yeah, I don't mind,
Sure.
but I saw a couple of your videos because there's a boxer that commented on your page. The one that was saying he sparred me. You remember him? He said he's had
Oh,
fights.
what?
He said he had white collar fights and that he'd sparred me. He spoke to you on one of your.
Mate, one of the reasons it's a bit hard to remember is I answer every single comment I get.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've do 700. I've got 700 videos out.
Oh, okay, okay.
Some of them, you know, some of the times, you know, I might do when I'm tired. Or I have my. I'm not drinking at the moment, and I don't advise anyone drinks. But you know, there's all kinds. I mean, I can't remember every single conversation, but if you just tell me what he says, and then
Okay. So what it was, so he sent me one of your videos. So when you were doing the videos on me disappearing, I've been kidnapped and so on, and when you said, I watched the whole video, I thought it was funny, but when you said the stuff about, maybe Michael's been locked up in a sane asylum, what did you base that on? What
okay.
made you
Well,
think
first,
that?
obviously, we're piss taking. We got to take the piss and have a laugh as well.
Oh,
Um,
okay, it's just banter.
But so is that, and also because I just reading through forums and comments, and people are speculating what's happened to Michael. He just disappeared out of the blue, and he was always online. And people say, "What could be the possibility?" Is brown bread, which I was like, I said, if you watch the other videos, I'm always like, even the lives, I'm like, we all know what happened to Michael. We hope he's all right. We're gonna pray for him. Now, you know, so people would say, what are the reasons people disappear? When they go to prison, death or suicide, yeah, mental asylum, yeah, or gone abroad. So those, you know, if
Oh,
someone just goes out of nowhere, then those are the things. Does that make sense?
you
Those
know,
are the
it's
things
all
that
good.
people
I
would
mean, I just
assume.
find it,
Yeah, sorry.
but this is
Go.
the problem. Say if I'm cutting in, but this is the problem with boxing. People just say things and they run with it, and it just gets carried away.
It's not just boxing, brother. It's life, man.
It's
You know,
life
on
as
the
well.
streets, people will make up bullshit. They'll hear one thing, and before you know it, it's a completely different story. You know that game they used to play, Chinese Whispers. Before we had mobile phones and stuff, kids used to play, you know, and rather just be like that. And now, you know, someone starts off saying something in someone's ear, and they say the same thing. And by the time it gets to number 5, it's a completely different story. And that's what,
Yeah.
you know. And some people lie on purpose, and some people exaggerate on purpose. You know, people are disingenuous, bro. And it's not just boxing, bro. Boxing is just a microcosm of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's all good, man. I wish everyone all the best, but yeah, the last thing I'll say about it, yeah, looking back now, yeah, I regret it. But I was just sitting back, just chilling. I was just trying to get the one big opportunity because I thought if I've sparred Kell Brook, I showed
Yeah.
Amir Khan the video. I met him face to face.
Yeah.
I said, "Look at the video of me getting punched up by Kell Brook. Could I come to your gym?" And then Amir Khan said, "Okay, yeah, you can come down to my gym after the fight." But what
Yeah.
happened? He got knocked. He got knocked out. So I thought he's not going to be in the mood anymore. So I was
Yeah.
just trying to. I was trying to wait for the one big opportunity. And
Sure.
in hindsight, it was very stupid because it killed all my momentum. But hey,
Well, the
I'm
problem
not going to
is,
make.
right?
Yeah,
If you've got some, the problem is, and this is the thing that grates me about life. If you're really pushy, if you're, you know, if you're self-obsessed, these people get somewhere. They don't care about other people. They just want to care about. They don't care about upsetting people's feelings. They're so narcissistic and so, you know, all these. Look at Warren and Hearn and people like that. And they're so obsessed with they don't care if they upset people or stomp on people. So it's good to hear you have some kind of morals there. By the way, no one's giving me a single super chat, bro. And we've got the emperor here. We've got the emperor here. Man needs to. I don't like begging, but as I just said, if you don't ask, you don't fucking get. You got to be pushy. If anybody also got a specific question they need to ask, then give a little super chat because then I'll see it for sure. Anyway, that's the sales
oh yeah.
pitch.
Someone left a comment earlier.
Yeah.
They said, "Have you ever been beaten up outside of boxing, Michael?"
Oh yeah.
No, no, I've never been beaten. If you actually meet me face to face, yeah, I remember people. They wrote some comments when I said I've never really had a street fight in my life. Someone online was trying to say, "Oh, Michael's a wimp," and I'm like, "But if you actually say it to my face and we have an adult conversation, I'm a very calm person. Like, I'm not. What's the point of fighting outside the ring unless you have to
Yeah.
defend yourself?" So I'm not from the streets. I'm 32. I've never been arrested. So if
Yeah.
someone was to
Yeah.
try, But it's like with Porky. Like this is the last thing I'll say about him. You know, people say, "Oh, you didn't do anything when Porky." I'm like, but the security are right there in my way. I'm not. I'm a very dignified person. I thought if I do anything, the security are gonna drag me away like a little child. I mean, because you see the size of them, and
I agree. But also, like the fact you haven't had a street fight and having in prison is a good thing. You know, it's kind of weird that people say, "Oh, I've been in loads of fights and other stuff," but I look back at my life and I'm like, what are you thinking, man? Why did you get involved in this nonsense? And you know, but if you can fight, you know, if you can box in a gym and you can fight, and you've had fights in the gym, I mean, it's much more stressful having a boxing fight than a street fight, because a street fight just goes like that. You got no time to think about it. Lee says, Lee talks boxing. My man's also got a channel. Check him out. The comments about Michael being in Porky's basement were hilarious. Yeah, I mean, you see, it was all part of a joke.
that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, they were saying that he trapped you and put in his basement with Madeline McCann and Adam Smith and I don't know whoever else, man. You know, it's just humor, isn't it?
Yeah, but if he tries kidnapping me, obviously I'll beat him up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not just going to stand there and get kidnapped.
Of course. But when you got a killer like Big Max, I'm joking.
Yeah, but Max is soft though. Like, he might be big, but the he's mentally soft. He doesn't. He's a coward.
Here he is, a little pussy hole. Fucking pussy hole. Come on, gorilla. We're Manila. Come on, gorilla. This is a thriller. He's a pussy hole, man. And you got Spencer Fearon as well. Spencer low IQ Fearon. I failed at everything I've ever done. He comes on the chats all the time using fake names, and he says the same thing every time, and everyone just goes, "Spencer's come." He's not here yet. Spencer. He's a bum. Yeah,
but these guys are people like Sonny Edwards and Spencer. I don't even know why they take any notice of you. You know what I mean? I don't. Why are you upset about some random guy on? Because when you said those things about me, people sent me the videos, and so I watched it. I had a laugh about it, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's just life.
Well,
you know what I mean?
What things did I say that you didn't like? I remember saying, because I remember that first video with the Porky thing, but I mainly went. I thought it was out of order that Porky was like bringing this big lump and bullying. Max threatened me by that. He gave me an email after that. But yeah, what was it? I can't even remember. What kind of stuff did you not like?
No, there was nothing I didn't really like. I just thought, obviously, at the time, I just thought, obviously, you're someone who takes the mick out of everyone. So you got to take that into perspective. But it was more the fans, because when they're saying, "Oh, Michael just stood there, didn't do anything," I'm like, mate, the whole thing lasted. Me and Porky, it lasted 2 minutes. Yeah. The security are in between us. If there's no one there, that's different. But I thought, you tell me what's going to happen. If I throw a punch, they're just going to drag me away. So I'm like, yeah, I mean,
now, and I think it was then, it was totally out of order. It was a bully move and bringing out his boyfriend, the big coward Max. I thought that's totally out of order. And, you know, throwing off his jacket like some 15-year-old. I've got to say this, okay? Answer this in a minute. We want to know about good Eritrean food recommendations, because we like food on this channel. But I've got to have my man here, the outlaw pugilist. You know, as I said, he's got a channel. He's like me, a smaller channel, but I think he's got more subs. But you know, a real person who understands what's going on. Anyway, my boy says, "Salute to the Emperor, salute to the Emperor and Triple B. Keep cooking it. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, outlaw. Great to see you here. So check his channel out, Emperor." The smaller channels are always more interesting, right? Because the big ones have to be boring. You have to toe the line. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because channels like me are never going to get big, but I don't care. I do this for the love. I got no interest in. I do like a bit of cash because I want to pay my rent and buy my dog food and buy some Eritrean food for myself. Now, but you know, it's not. I'm not sitting there like doing weird stuff about, you know, I don't know, man, creepy stuff that I know will get views. I'm not interested in that, man. I want to red pill people. I want to talk about boxing, and that's all she wrote. So tell us about Eritrean food, because we're waiting. Are there any restaurants you would recommend, say, in London?
I think there's a few. Like I said, to finish off anyway, everything's good. All the things you've said about me, I never took any offence. Eritrean foods. You got Adilis in Brixton. So you got a few good Eritrean restaurants in Brixton. You've got Adilis. You got Asmara restaurant named after the capital city. You got restaurants in Finsbury Park. If you come out the Finsbury Park station, turn right, walk past that the big church place. You'll see it as soon as you come out the station. There's some good
Yeah.
restaurants past there. Those are the two main areas, Brixton and Finsbury Park. You got a couple in Shepherd's Bush, and you can always go on Google as well. But I
Of
love
course.
Eritrean
But
food.
I didn't know if there was any specific one you liked. And just quickly,
Adulis,
okay, in
Adulis.
Brixton. Is that Brixton?
Yes, it's in. I say it's closer. Sorry, it's closer to Oval Underground. So it's in between
Right. So
Oval
Camberwell
and
New Road,
Brixton.
like Camberwell New Road, near there.
I'm trying to remember the name of the road.
Camberwell New Road goes between Oval and I know. I suppose. Oh no, it won't be Camberwell New Road. Sorry, it goes.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the road, but yeah, I know the area. I want to check out a restaurant when I come back to go back into central London. But I don't often come out. You know what I'm saying?
You and me should go there sometime.
Yes, brother. Yes, I still have to wear my disguise though, bro. But I need to be able to eat. I'll probably have to cut a hole here. You know what I'm saying? Huh? What do you think about this country?
Israel.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought it up.
You have to be careful.
No, but I'll give you a very, very quick summary. I'm objective. I don't believe in God, so I don't really have any sides. Long story short, in 1967, so after World War II, Britain, obviously Palestine was there. Britain and the other countries, they gave Israel land in Palestine. And since 1967, over the years, Israel has taken more and more land by force, and they've called it Israel. I've got no particular side. I don't, So basically,
I think it was the Balfour Agreement. Was that right? I thought it was 47. You might be right.
Oh, sorry. 47. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. And basically, so obviously they've taken someone else's country by force. So obviously this is what's caused people like Hamas to come up and come with all these aggressive tactics. Yeah, sorry guys, 1947. Sorry. So yeah, this is why you're seeing all the violence. Now, the only people I stand with, when you look at all these wars, when people say I stand with Ukraine, I don't care about countries. I stand with the innocent people that are dying. So I sympathize with all the victims. The problem with Israel and Palestine, a lot of people, they'll take one side and they will not look at it from both points of view. So I understand where Palestine are coming from. They're like, oh, our country's been taken over. I get where they're coming from, and I get where Israel are coming from. Israel they haven't got anywhere else to go, and obviously they've got a lot of Muslim countries that don't like them. And if I had to pick a side, I don't want to play. If I had to pick a side, I'll pick Palestine because they were there first. But I just sympathize with all the people that are dying.
I totally
go on.
agree, right? There's a big question, and that question is this. So you've got to be careful about how you word this because of the algorithm, because see, the people that currently inhabit Israel, 90% of them are not originally from Israel. Their DNA or culture. Look into it. That's all I can say. It's when you find out that we're not talking about the ancient Sephardi or Mizrahi Israeli people. It's very different, the story. Neil says also Hamas is Israel's creation and funded by them. See, this is how a lot of people play the game. You know how ISIS and so-called Al-Qaeda and all that nonsense, it was funded by the United States, these things. And Israel, I think, as well. To push their agenda. So they can say, there's this evil person, and most people fall for it because they're childish and they believe what they're told. They believe.
But the thing about, I'll give you a quick example. Sorry to jump in. Andrew Tate said this. I want to give credit. The whole thing about Israel-Palestine, if you know how to play chess, and I'm a good chess player, or I think I am, in chess, if you want to win, sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice some pieces. You're going to have to sacrifice a pawn.
Sure.
And what Andrew Tate said, he put it very well. The thing about Israel-Palestine, there's someone in power who's sacrificing people in order to win the game, and that's what is with things like. That's what is these ISIS and all these guys. Someone's pulling their strings to get what they want. You know,
Bing, red
so
pill, red pill. Bing, that there's a red pill. Bing, and you can apply that to so many situations. Now we're going to move off that because it's very controversial.
anyway.
I get almost all my lives. No, it's not your fault. I ask you. I get almost all my lives demonetized, and I'm thinking, why? I'm trying to find out why. So I try not to swear. I try not to talk about certain things, you know. And but you know, we'll see. You know, I haven't. That's the only very controversial thing I've talked about. We'll see what happens, man. Yeah. Outlaw pugilist, my man's. Okay, I'm not going to read that out because it'll algorithmically touch, but that's another red pill, right? Most people who claim to be from that community are Ashkenazi, whose origin is from the Khazar area, which is in modern Ukraine. They had nothing to do. They are converts. They are not genetically or culturally linked to ancient Israelites, and it's very complicated. I'm simplifying things here, but that is one of the most interesting things. You know, Dream my last comment out. Yeah, because they'll zap me, won't they? But you know, whatever, man. You know, I just have. You're not really allowed. This is not a free speech platform, that's for sure. Is it, Michael?
People getting banned left, right, and yeah.
You know, as I said, like I've even done stuff on my old channels when I've literally used a clip of something that was on TV, and I've literally read stuff that was been written about in newspapers. Sometimes word for words, but because it doesn't follow. I said, why are people doing this when in the news it says this? I can't talk about them specifically, right? Because I got the channel zapped, and I got strikes, and I got taken down for something that was on TV, for something that was in the newspaper. That's nuts, man. That's nuts.
It's a game these days. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, life is theatre. It's a lie. It's a game. You know, we always used to joke about, life is a theatre. Elvis Presley even said that. But the more you learn about it, it is. It's a joke. Politicians, they're not politicians. They're actors, man. Genuinely, especially when you get Zelensky, he's actually an actor and a comedian. I mean, but these guys, they're not making policy. They're taking orders from the real guys with the cash money. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I would say to you, Michael, by all means, try and get into politics. But unless you're willing to obey your masters, you don't get anywhere. You can get a low-level politician. Yeah? Tony Blair made between 80 and 100 million pounds worth of wealth when he was in power. Why? Because MPs are allowed up to 5 different jobs when they're in power. You imagine that. You're going to be running the country. You can have 5 jobs on the side. You don't even have to go to Parliament. No, it's so corrupt. So what do? Well, they consult. They consult with other people, which basically means that they will influence, right, parliamentary procedure to help their friends who are in the arms industry. It's so corrupt. I prefer if it was just like Banana Republic when they openly gave money to each other because that's all it is, man. So going to politics. You said you're interested in it. I mean, as I said, I think it's so corrupt and there's nothing to be done. But what are you actually doing anything about it now?
I'll probably prefer. You go on.
I'll
probably prefer to go into Eritrean politics because if you look at the pictures that I've put up, when you see those, I'll send them to you again. But when you see the pictures I had in Eritrea with the 2 old men, I'd say those Yemeni Gebra Meskel, they are in the top 5 most powerful people in the country. I almost met the president. I came close, but I never met the president. So I'm saying, it's easier for me to achieve success there because, I should have mentioned, a lot of people don't realize this. When I go to Eritrea, I get very special treatment. Because if you're coming there from, you've grown up in the UK, you've grown up in the US, you get special treatment, so.
Yeah, and also because, that's one of the, I totally agree with what you're saying. And also it helps because there you will have links with England. You can talk fluent English, right? You would have links there. And, it's quite a new country. And it's probably an awful lot more honest than bloody Britain is or the United States or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of people that were asking me to teach their children, English, even like soldiers were like, oh yeah, because I speak their language. even soldiers are, if you can just teach me some little basic English, and
Yeah,
I mean, you've probably traveled. Eritrea is different to the UK. Like, you can meet someone same day, they'll just say, yeah, come around my house, meet my family.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
much, it's like Muslim countries, they are more welcoming than British society. British, you wouldn't really, if you meet someone, you don't just invite them to your house same
No.
day.
Let me tell you,
I
just to
got,
pause you there for a minute.
you
I
go
went
on.
to Syria before it kicked off, and I was asked to go to tea to do this, and because they hadn't been ruined by tourism, I was like, this country's beautiful. Their food is good, their culture's good. They're a Christian area. I'm a Christian, right? They had Muslim areas, and there was so much potential there. And when it happened, when it kicked off, like a few months after I was there, I was like, blood, I was gutted, man. Here's my boy Michael. I don't know if you want to see
Oh
it, but
yeah.
there you go. So
Yeah, but
that gentleman, who's this gentleman?
that's Yemane Gebrab. If anyone wants to Google him, I'd say he's the second most powerful man in the country. Um, he's the presidential advisor. Like I said, he's very powerful. So, but I was in the UK, I wouldn't be able to just meet the most powerful people in the UK like that. It's
Yeah.
not that easy. So I
No,
mean,
of
yeah, I had
course.
an amazing.
I
Yeah.
think that's probably the way forward. You know what I'm saying? Uh, my boy Neil says the central bank of Eritrea is above those guys, Michael. Yeah, I don't know about them.
Well, not really, because they're politicians. I'd say they're more powerful than the central bank.
Right. Well, okay. This is where we slightly disagree because I'm saying all the politicians in most countries are basically owned by the central banks and by the Rothschild banks, by these big banks. See, Taylor, for example, goes, the central bank Eritrea is owned by the Red Shields. Right? You can't even say their name without being demonetized.
I
And that's how
I
crazy.
know who they are. Yeah.
Right. So this family also, by the way, they're most of the global banks, the so-called federal banks, which is all nonsense, right? And the countries that they don't own, they start wars against or try and attack. There was North Korea, there was Iran's now owned, Venezuela, I think, all these countries, but Cuba, but now they're owned, all this kind of stuff. And they also they're an Associated Press and Reuters, which is the two news agencies that provide the news for the entire world, basically. I mean, this is how corrupt it is, This is how corrupt it is. So, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine Eritrea, unfortunately, will be as corrupt. I mean, probably day to day, it'd be very different. But ultimately, the top dog has to answer to the bankers. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, I'll give you a very, very quick, honest answer.
Sure.
I hear what the guy is saying. I know the family you're talking about, so I've heard of them. I'll be honest, when you start going into all these kind of subjects, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'll say I'm not knowledgeable enough to say a lot. I've seen the YouTube videos, I've seen what other people say, but I'm not knowledgeable enough to know these things. Because I think we the people, we're only getting told like probably 5% or little. We're not getting told a lot of what's really going on. It's like all the stuff you see in the wars. They're only telling you, they control the information that's coming out. So what's a good example? It's like it's like boxing. I've seen stuff go out in boxing where announcements get made when I know that's not really the case. I know there's fights that have been called off. I heard about it ahead of time. There were certain fights where I got told, yeah, that's not going to happen. It's like it's just the same with politics. We just get told, like, we're not getting told everything.
No, that's
I'm trying
right.
to figure.
That's right. I mean, I said we're going to get off politics. So just a quick thing. Just one.
Yeah. Sorry.
Neil Baker
Sorry.
says this kid knows nothing about how the world works. He's saying that to you. He's saying that you're maybe a bit naive. He thinks that
Okay, but
a bit, but like when you see the powerful, the money people, the classes, the super corporations, they're the one that decides what happens at the government level. And
but this is
you said earlier,
yeah.
right? Well, I don't know enough. Yeah, that's true. Well, then recognize, brother. Open, don't listen to mainstream media and open your mind.
I don't.
Okay, well that's good. Well, that's a good start.
Yeah, but this is the thing. What I'm saying about this Neil Baker, this is what I'm saying about idiots on the internet. Because you're saying this kid knows nothing about how the world works. If you actually sat down with me for 2 minutes, you'd realize I'm a very, very bright, intelligent guy. I just said I don't know enough about that world. And I mean, Who's Neil Baker, mate? You're just some guy on the internet. What do you know? Just like You're
I
just
think
you just seen
I
you
thought
just,
he was
you
trying to
just
be insulting, but it didn't come
I'm not.
across right. But
I don't mind. I can take an insult, but what do you
yeah,
know? Like, as if I mean, you're just a guy on the internet. All I'm saying, let me rephrase what I said in the first place.
yeah,
I've gone out and achieved something. I've met high level politicians. Does that mean I know everything about politics? Of course not. But I'm
yeah.
betting that I've achieved more than some guy that's probably sitting there working at Tesco's or whatever. I mean,
Well,
I'm not saying you know what I mean, like, I don't mind it, but it's annoying when you get guys on the internet that talk as if, mate, you just sat there with a little YouTube channel. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
guys like him.
If you know so much, go set up a YouTube channel. Become, you know, it's just I find it's hilarious when they talk as if they know
I
more
know. I
about
mean, I
life.
think okay. Just quickly, I mean, on the one hand, I think it came across wrong, and I think it definitely did sound like a bit of an insulting thing. I don't think it was meant that way. It's just some
I,
people. I mean, from talking to you, you seem like you got some good knowledge, but there's still. I mean, we can all learn more. I learn more all the time, man.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move away. We'll move away after this. Okay, because there's a famous quote, right? This is to finish off the politics time. I care not who sits on the throne of a country. Give me the control of the monetary system. And that's who runs the country. Or something along those lines. That's right. That was actually one of the... I'm Shmuel Rothschild, one of the banking families. So, and I think that's pretty true. So let's get back to the boxing questions. Can we ask Michael some boxing questions?
Yeah, but listen, it's
Remember...
all good. It's all good anyway. It's all fun. Everyone's
Yeah,
entitled to
I
their
mean, look,
opinion.
no one's going to agree with... Oh, my boy says... Oh, well, I was listening to that today. Why did you come with MIA? I said triple B, yeah? Fuck the Illuminati. some are murder, some are fucking behead. All I want to do is and kill the Illuminati. That's what I'm talking about. I like to change the lyrics. Yeah, that's weird. Why did you choose Paper Planes? That's quite a good song. I ain't into Asian women at all, you know. But she was quite, you know, I've got to say she was pretty hot, man. What kind of women do you like apart from Eritrean women? Or was it mainly Eritrean women? I mean, I can
Oh,
understand. People want
I was
someone
just
with the
about
same culture from their culture, don't they?
for me, you took the answer I was going to give. Eritrean women are just their personality, like they're traditional, none of this feminist rubbish.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want me to answer, apart from Eritrean women, just a woman that's got class about her, just class, polite, friendly, honest. That's it, really. Um, I'm not into like take women that I've got a high body count. Keep that the hell away from me. Like just polite, classy. No kids from a previous relationship.
Yeah.
That's it, really. I'd just rather just date Eritrea. I mean,
No,
yeah, I dated a few.
I totally agree with that, and it makes sense to me. Like the problem is, especially in Western, they've been so damaged, and it's an agenda. You couldn't find brochures, books going to 1900 and way back saying this is what we're going to do. We're going to get people away from religion. I know you're not religion, whatever.
Yeah,
I'd like you to come to Christianity, but that's another talk. But we will get them obsessed with music, sex, entertainment. We'll break up family values, and on and on and on and on and on. And everything is just, you can just look at it, you're like, wow, man, you might as well have written it. And the plan has worked. There are still some countries that are more traditional. I'm sure when you go to Dagestan, the women are not like that. Like Eritrea, I'm sure they're not like that. But fewer
they're not.
with
They're
the
not.
internet. America is, you know, when they call it the Great Satan, I used to laugh at it and go, they're just hating. But now I'm like, and I'm not talking about the American people. I'm talking about the people that run. I'm talking about the people that govern them, the entertainment companies, the finance companies, the media companies. They are so poisonous. They poison the world, firstly with their bombs, with their fake wars and all that nonsense, right? And then with their destroying culture, with their sick, satanic, sex-obsessed culture. All the good culture's gone because they want this great worldwide culture of degeneracy. Does that make sense? Whereas Eritrea is probably protected from that to some extent, as is Dagestan or Chechnya.
No, but people in Eritrea? They know about what goes on in the West, but they're traditional. They don't give a toss. They look down on all that LGBT. You know the great thing about Eritrea, the women are
Yeah.
women. There's none of this. I was born a man. None of that nonsense. And like women, I get like they're not. They're ashamed to drink. They're ashamed to smoke. They don't do any of that stuff. I'm not saying no woman in the country, but generally they don't. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
Even
they've
if
got some
you,
self-respect. They've got some self-respect. They're probably
yeah, but I
horrified.
mean,
a lot of these countries, even like Mediterranean countries, you know, that are in Europe, they're horrified when some of the Brits come over and the girls are like that, and men are fighting. I mean, I'm ashamed as well, but whatever, man. And it's all about balance, like you know, and none of this shit makes people happy, and that's before you start getting into people getting poisoned psychologically, getting poisoned literally with pesticides, with so-called pharmaceuticals, with estrogen in the water supply. I go on forever. We're meant to be talking about boxing, man. So Ismail Ahmed, we return to Ismail Ahmed. Who is the nicest boxer that Michael's met? Both big time and small. That's a good question. I like that.
Big time boxer Shane Mosley, because he invited me. He invited me into his house.
Sugar Shane.
Oh yeah, we sat down. We chilled in his house. His monkey, his pet monkey, jumped on me.
He's got a monkey. What kind? Do you know what kind of monkey it was? Spider monkey or something? A little one or a big?
Is that those little, the little cappuccino?
I know.
You know. No,
I'm
not
got the right word. I can't remember what the word is, but it sounds like cappuccino.
Capucci, something like that. Shane.
Sorry, go on. Sorry, keep on speaking about Shane.
That's right. Yeah, it was very. This is the thing a lot of people don't get in boxing. These days, people in boxing, if you haven't got numbers, they're not going to treat you like they'll mug you off. But when I met Shane, he was very, very nice. He treated me like a long lost cousin.
Really?
He's like, yeah, you want anything to eat? And we were just chilled. Like, literally, I was in his house for like an hour.
Meet the family. So he took
no, I never met.
He took you back to the crib. Took his house.
Yeah, I was in his house, honest.
Nice.
And if
nice. MTV crib, nice.
Mate, it was MTV. It was like a mansion. It was nice.
Yeah.
And if any of these people, if any of these people start giving me grief about he's lying, mate, I don't lie about things. I mean, it just depends on the. Yeah.
I don't think you're lying in the sense that I'm just looking at you from obviously a lot of people do lie, but in a body language way, and also liars you can usually pull apart. That you can usually they'll slip up quite a lot. Because they forget their own lies. And I don't see that in you. But again, you might be a very sophisticated one. But yeah, I don't believe in it. To date, I've no reason not to believe it. And what about small time boxer, like little man, you know, like a pro that you know or an amateur?
Small time boxer, probably someone like let me try and think. That's a bit of a more difficult one, but I mean, you could say. I mean, Steve Goodwin's very nice, but obviously he's a promoter. Small time boxer. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe it's a strange one, but maybe Devin Haney, because when I met him all those years ago, I don't know if I think he was 14. It was so long ago, but I had 12. A lot of.
You said 12 originally.
I thought it was. Remember, it happened in. This is 2012, so it was either 12 or 14.
I think exactly. In 2012. Let me work out exactly. How old is he?
I think he was. Keep talking. Yeah. Check it for me. But 100%, we sparred in 2012. 100%. And when I met him, very polite kids. Zab Judah was there, and he was a nice kid. And you know,
he would be 12 years old. 12 years old.
Okay, he was 12. Okay, I'm right. But yeah, he was very, very.
12 or possibly 13. You know how, because it depends when they're born. But yeah.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I'm honest. I could have just kept it hidden, but listen, I'll tell the truth. He was very talented. It was like trying to hit a cat. He was quick.
As a personality, what's his personality? Because I think he's a bit of a tool now. I don't want him at all. He's one of my least liked boxers, I'm afraid. And he runs. I don't like runners, but I don't like your Mayweathers, your Haleys, and them guys ruined big time boxing because you remember De La Olmo, to an extent Shane Mosley, right? Hopkins, all them boxers at the time, now Coleno, they all seem to go. They don't take risks like back in the day. They go the distance, right? And what happens often, if there's even any question, they get a rematch, they get paid again, and that ruined big time boxing for me, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, David Haney, I have a right. So I mean, obviously, he would have changed a lot from when he was 12 to now. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, just quickly, the monkey's called a capuchin. I knew one of my fans would know.
Capuchin, yeah.
I knew it was close to cappuccino. I want to have a look at them. Are they the orange ones?
It's finished. Yeah.
You saying
Yeah.
hi to your poops.
Oh no, just
I kind of like people that like animals. So what did the monkey do? Okay, this is the monkey, right? This is what they look like.
that's
Like
the
that.
one. Yeah.
So did it bite you or did it like you?
No, he was cool in it. He just jumped on my back.
He
Shane.
didn't try
Yeah,
and break you,
But
did
is
he?
he going to post me money direct?
no, it's cool. He jumped on my shoulders, my head, and then Shane took him away. And Shane was just saying sorry, and I said, no, it's all good, man. It didn't bite me or anything, you know.
No, cool. Okay, Taylor says now. You know, you got to put the difficult questions as well as the nice.
No, I love difficult
So he goes,
questions.
Michael, you don't lie, but you're delusional. But
Okay,
you
Taylor.
haven't specify.
Okay, but
Right.
Taylor, give me an example. If you're still watching, please give me some examples, and I can respond.
Yeah.
What am I delusional
That's
about?
what. Absolutely, it's too vague. Yeah, that's a good point. And I was going to say that, Taylor. Like, you got to be more specific, because otherwise it's too vague.
Because a lot of them, I don't mean to be rude. Like, I'm not offended or anything. But then when I say certain things, like they don't understand context of where sometimes I might be just taking the mick, or if it's someone that I don't like Spencer. But you got to take it in But you got to take it in context. If I don't like someone, obviously I'm probably going to get a bit more personal. So let's see if he actually replies. What is it I'm delusional about?
Well, yeah, okay, that's what I said. Okay, Sam Stroller. Oh no, I did. Sam Stroller. Hi, can you ask Michael if he's part of the community? I think I assume that means the LGBT community, or if he does he want to be? Because Sam Stroller would be happy to introduce Mike to the beauty of man with man. Oh, fucking Sam Stroller, man! You don't have to answer that. Sam Stroller's put on mute, man.
No, it's all good. But listen, mate, I'd rather just stick to Eritrean women. But you know, if it's all the same.
Yeah, well, they're very, very, politically well answered. Yeah, Ishmael. All right, my brother Ishmael. Can Michael explain the Porky situation? Do you talk about? We had this a few times. I mean, can you just give a quick one? Because we spoke about this before, but just a quick review.
Long story short, I'll tell you the 100% truth. Long story short, we got in touch by social media. We met up. He took me to meet Josh Well, the boxer, and then so I said to him, "Look, can you drive me back to the Ingle gym?" So I need to get my stuff and go back to London tonight. But then he was saying, "Oh, he's tired." He goes, "Oh, you can stay the night if you want." And I'll be honest, I didn't really want to argue, so I just thought I should have forced him. I should have said, "No, mate, I gotta go home. But I just sort of went along with it. But I wasn't happy, but I didn't want to, I'm very polite. Until you provoke me, I'm polite.
Yeah.
So I just thought, whatever. So all right, he said you can stay at my house.
Yeah.
I stayed at his house, but around about midnight, so I was telling him, in the past I've sparred different pro boxers. I've sparred Wadi Camacho and blah blah blah. I've sparred loads. Kelly Pavlik, Brandon Muir.
I've seen Wadi fight. Yeah. So keep going.
It's as I sparred Tyson Fury. I said, if you call Peter Fury on the phone, Peter knows who I am. I said, the reason I've come back into boxing again, I've seen the YouTubers. This is when KSI first came. This is 2020. I went to his house, January. I said, if I spar some of these big name boxers, hopefully I can get a bit of relevance and get on the YouTuber cards. And he said to me, "Oh, you're delusional. Why are these pros going to spar you?" I said, "I'm not delusional. I've sparred pros before." "Oh, you're delusional." So when he said you're delusional,
why do you think he put you down like that when he was trying to be friendly? Why do you think he did that?
I'm not going to take any shots at him, but you got to bear in mind when you look at his character, but he does it to everyone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you don't. So I mean, I don't know. It just makes his personality. He's probably got a lot of frustration because I think there's some good you can see in him. I get that he cares about. He cares about boxing. I get that, but he's taking his frustration out on people. Like you're getting too personal with the Eddie Hearn. It's the same with you though. If you, it's fair enough. If you don't want to get involved in boxing, that's fine. But when you keep getting personal with Joshua and all these people, it's your life, but you shouldn't do it. So that's my thing about.
Why not? So I'm just asking you, why shouldn't I do it?
Don't get me wrong.
If I think people are doing wrong, I'm not attacking people for no reason. Like I haven't attacked you. I mean, I know you.
No, you haven't.
Apart from that one situation, right? But anyone who I think is decent or is not doing anything wrong, I won't attack. And I call people out when they do wrongings, even if they, And I'm sorry, I believe Eddie Hearn does wrongings all the time. Obviously, Frank Warren. I mean,
100%.
you yourself agreed. I think Joshua is mollycoddled. I think he's fake. I think he's
Yes.
blasted more PEDs than the KGB. So no funny business, but that's an MIO quote. Sorry. Yeah, and he's been given a silver spoon, and he lies about all this stuff, and he's a fake person. But the main thing that gets me, and okay, you could say, well, he's getting money out of it, and it's getting this, and I understand that, right? But don't pretend you're from the streets and you've had it hard, you've had it bad. You're given everything. That's number one. Number two, don't say stuff like don't shop at their shops and expect not to, and then go to Hugo Boss, right? Who designed Nazi uniforms and very well. They had beautiful uniforms. Yeah, and all this. He's such a hypocrite. The hypocrisy, but the main one for me is the hypocrisy and the fakeness and the PEDs. And you could say, oh, he's never failed a test. You know as well as I know. That's bullshit. I'll bet everything I've got in the world, which isn't a lot, anything that he's juicing. You don't get a body like that. And you don't get lumps all over your knuckles, which are from HGH, unless you do. You don't have to answer that because I know you've got a.
No. It's all good. Is there anything else you want to add? I don't want to jump in.
No. I'm just saying. Well, my point is basically just that I'm going to call people out if they're wrong. There's a part of Sonny Edwards I quite like, actually, and I said that, but he's done a lot of wrongings. I've had to call him out, and he specifically tried to do a lot of wrongings against me. I ain't that bothered. I'm thick skinned. I don't really care. I live in the basement, but you've got to call people out when they do things. I don't think that's bad. I'm not deliberately going for someone. It's just I'm passionate about boxing, but I call things out, and that's what small channels have got the opportunity to do. Big channels don't. So Porky does that quite a lot, and I quite like that about Porky. He'll call them out.
Well, the thing is, I'll say very quickly, this is why I love talking to you, because you've made some assumptions about me. So when you said that thing about, the PEDs and, yeah, but I'm not going to challenge you on that. Like, this is the thing, when people actually talk to me, the thing about PEDs, yeah, is very, very, very easy to pass tests. Very easy. So if you think of boxers if you want to pass PEDs, look, they only get tested if they sign up for a particular fight. So if you go off on holiday, if you haven't got a fight coming up, you're not going to get tested. Yeah, why do you think these guys like to train abroad? If you train abroad, it's harder to get access to you. So I'm like, passing a test don't mean. I've seen people in Hackney. I've seen people commit crimes. I saw someone steal a bike once. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't want to get involved. But he stole the bike. He went off, and that was that. I saw him do it. Yeah, but you can commit crimes and get away with them. So plenty of boxers on people.
It's a farce anyway. Lance Armstrong juiced more than anyone in history. He never failed a test. Tommy Morrison said, "Yeah, I've been juiced since 18 when he was an amateur." Never failed a test. Gallotta, look at the state of him, man. He never failed a test. Roy Jones did, but only once, even though he was obviously juicing all his career. I remember some guy in the fucking Nick, right? He was smackhead, smoking all the time off the foil. You know what I'm saying? The next day, these guys come in to test him, take a piss test, and he passed it. Why? Because he used to do this thing where you drink a lot of vinegar and you sweat it out by doing a lot of exercise, and then you pass the test. This is a fucking degenerate drug addict in prison passing the test. So what, you don't think the guy? I mean, yeah, I agree. Right, I just got to stop that because my boy Michael is at work. Michael Maloney has given £5. Thank you very much for the super chat, and he comments a lot. So he asks you, quick question to Michael, as I'm on lunch. Did you ever train at Rooney's gym or the Lynn, as Wayne Alexander seemed to know of you? Wayne Alexander, the puncher, man. So can you answer that?
That guy could punch, man. He knocked a lot of people out. He knocked out Spencer. He knocked out. Yeah, but I told you a lot of people in boxing, not in an arrogant sense, but I know a lot of these people going back. And Wayne, I used to train at Rooney Gym, so yeah, he's a cool guy, man. I know Wayne. So when I tell you people in boxing know me, I'm not lying. Like him and me, I know him going back like 10 years, at least.
Right. He's a murderous puncher, right? He's the British Julian Jackson.
Listen, I love watching the knockout of Spencer. That was amazing video. Beautiful.
No, do you know why I don't like watching that? Because the referee stops it. And I'm like, you should have. No, do you know what I'm talking about? All that talk. He's like, come on. And he'd be like, and that'd be flatlined. But also, I was there. I saw Takaloo. V's Wayne, and that was something. I mean, that gets played all the time. That is probably the most perfect, one of the most perfect KO shots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's see what other questions we got.
Did you want to finish? Did you want to finish the Porky thing?
If there's anything you want to say, then please go ahead.
Yeah, very quick. The last thing I'll say. So basically, what happened? So I said to him, so he's saying to me, "You're delusional because you want to spar pros." So I replied, "You're the delusional one because I just want to spar them, but you're saying you wanna fight Spencer Fearon, who's twice your size, and you've never boxed." When I said that, he got upset. Oh, you're gonna disrespect me in my own house? Get out of my house. Okay. So I thought, all right, cool. So I started getting my stuff to go. I think I just had to get my jacket, and that was it really. And then when I had like my gym rucksack as well. And then as I'm getting ready to go, he changes his mind. So he's like, "Oh, don't worry, you can stay where you're gonna go." So it was what it was. In the morning, I just thought, let's just leave it in it. We ended on good terms. But once we started doing a few lives together, with him, he'll speak in a confrontational manner. He'll have little digs. So eventually, when it got to it was the David Hay thing, when I said, I know Hay was on something for the Klitschko fight, we fell out because he was, but can you prove it? I'm like, well, just because I can't prove it, obviously, but I know he did. That's when we fell out. So I just thought, I'm not doing any more lives with him. And I'm almost done now. And then so what it is, I started taking little digs at him in videos. I'm going to be honest. So I kept mentioning every night, I was like, this guy's a loser. If it was face to face, I'll slap him. I kept doing it. And the last thing I said was, if he tried kicking me out of his house now, I'm not I'm not as patient as I was back in 2020. I thought if he kicked me out, I'll go, but I'll punch him a couple of times on the way out. And I meant it. When he saw that, him and Max took it to mean as I'm threatening his family, which I wasn't threatening them. That's disgusting. It was him I was having to go at. That's why he came to Nottingham, because, you're threatening my family. That's basically what happened. And all the other stuff, this is the last thing I'll say. I know the stuff, but he's mentioned the stuff about, he's saying that I was going through his wardrobe in the morning. That's a lie. Because if that was true, why are you letting me come back on your channel? And the stuff about Porky's wife, they just made that stuff up. Because once he came to Nottingham, I really upset him. So he's trying to win the propaganda battle. But that nothing happened at his house. The only thing that happened is what I said about Spencer.
Right.
You know.
And what would you say to Porky now? Would you speak to him? Would you speak if he was here? A lot of people watch this channel and they're secret about it. Well, like Porky, I made some videos on Porky. He got upset with me. I'm cool with him now as far as I understand. But so people watch stuff. What would you say to Porky now?
I'm very calm and objective. So I mean, this is the thing. What happened between him and me at Nottingham? You're not going to get me shouting at people. Yeah, I wanted to hit him, but I just thought security are right here. So now is not the time. I'm calm, but I still want to get a chance to beat him up, whether it's in a ring or out. I'm like, because you're taking the mick, like, you know what I mean? It's, you're trying to say let's fight, but the security are there, like, they're not gonna,
I don't think Porky would ever be in the shape to fight. To be honest with you, I don't know how old he is, but Russell, right? Russell, I don't diss him. He looks too old and not in good shape to fight, man.
And the thing is, I admit. Sorry if I'm cutting in. I admit I said some things I had a dig at him on my channel. I admit that, but I'm not the one that started it. It's like you and Porky. These guys are threatening you, but you shouldn't be threatening people just because you disagree. I mean, he's never even met you. And this is the thing, I get he's got an ego. And the thing is, if you're going to have a go at people, be expected for them to have a go back at you. Yeah. So if I could catch him on his own,
Yeah, no, sorry. If you catch him, you finish what you said.
Mate, if I could catch him on his own, I'll give him a slap. I'll say, all right, let's do it then. You know what I mean? But don't get brave because there's security there. Like, I'm not gonna fight you in front. What am I gonna do? Yeah, you saw that one guy. That guy's like 6'7". That guy would have dragged me away like a little child. And I thought, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I just kept calm in it.
Did you get the interview afterwards with her? Did you manage to get the interview afterwards?
No, he was too busy. But I managed to interview a few people.
Oh, cool, good.
Yeah, but you got. But look at this is the last thing I say. Sorry, yeah. But remember,
Yeah, go
look
on,
at
go
from
on.
my point. Remember, I'm there trying to interview people. If you really want to fight it, just wait for me around the corner. But like, not right in front of the security. I don't want to get banned from metro media events. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I think it was cowardly of Porky, and that's why. Because I used to back Porky a lot because of the Caldwell thing. But then he stopped. He said, he just stopped it. It was quite weird because he was exposing this guy with interviews, and then he just stopped it. Okay, my boy, the outlaw pugilist in the house with the channel says, "Okay, let me answer this before you answer, Michael. Why don't Michael like Spencer? I mean, come on, outlaw. Nobody likes Spencer. He ain't got no friends, blood. What are you talking about? But no one likes Spencer. He's a muppet. He ain't got no friends. Not even his family like him. But anyway." So, Mike, why don't you like Spencer specifically? I remember you told me last time there was something where his girlfriend was Eritrean. You were talking to her about Eritrea, and he come on and tried to put it on you. Is that
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's not the
Well,
only
I'll
reason.
keep it short.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, we've lost Michael. We have lost Michael. Michael, if you're still there, I mean, there was always a slightly shaky connection, but I see you on 4G in the pot. Oh, here we go. Okay, Michael. Here you go. He's back. He's back. He's back. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Add to the state. Yes, Michael's back. Yeah, what up, bro? Sorry, carry on.
sorry. So, with Spencer, I mean, it's like with Porky, I won't go into it, but listen, good luck to him, innit? Good luck, whatever. Now, Spencer, same thing with him. I respect everyone. We're all just people at the end of the day. With Spencer, though, I've known Spencer much longer than I've known Porky.
Yeah.
Spencer, I mean, we used to get on. Like Spencer used to call me up and he used to say, like, when I used to have the YouTube channel, he's, oh yeah, come down the gym, interview me. I interviewed him before IFL ever did. So like we used to get on.
Right.
But as he's got more famous, like I mean, he's got an ego. Like they start acting different. I know a lot of people he's falling out with. There were some other YouTubers that used to interview him, but then they tried to contact him. He's like, oh, I'm busy. I'm busy. I've got a Sky interview later. And since then, they haven't spoke to it. So in terms of what I don't like him,
talking to him because he pisses everyone off. Like the only friend he's got is Tunde, and I'm pretty sure Tunde's had enough of him because he realised what a clown he is. And Tunde, whatever you say about Tunde, and Tunde's not the most well respected man in boxing, but at least he's made something out of boxing. He would have made some decent cash money off a yard, wouldn't he?
Oh, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the thing about Spencer. Thing about Spencer, look, I'm not going to make anything up. I don't, like I say, I'm calm. Just because I don't like you, I'm not going to lie. Look, Spencer's come a long way. All right, he's done what he's done. But he's very arrogant because at the end of the day, what he's doing now, he's a YouTuber. And like he used to look down on YouTube channels. But I mean, if you've been around boxing as long as he has, like, oh, I've got such and such on my channel. I was like, you've been around boxing for decades. It's not difficult to interview boxers if you've been in boxing for decades. And what I'm saying, he just thinks he's more important than he actually is. Like, all right, you're on Sky, that's cool, that's good for you. But that's why I don't like. He thinks he's more like he's very arrogant.
He's delusional.
Yeah?
He's deluded. He's a moron. He's failed at everything he's done. He tried to be a pro boxer. He tried to be a comedian. He tried to be a commentator. Got fired. He tried to be a promoter. He messed that up.
He's very delusional.
He tried to be an actor. He tried to be a politician. Oh, we've lost Michael again. Anyway, all them things, man. Michael will be back hopefully. But yeah, Taylor says he was using the Emperor. Spencer's the same. One of the worst because he can't make it on his own. So he needs other people. Taylor, you're a bit hard on Emperor. God's sake, stop saying a bit honest. You don't like. Just speak. I like him. I like. He's very polite and he speaks well. Oh, Michael's come back, so we'll in a second. Let's see. Well, I want to ask him about Yakub. Yes, you're back.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Yeah. I think everyone realizes he's not a man to be trusted. Look, who are his friends? Danny Williams, right? Who dashed him off because Danny's one of the nicest men, as I understand, in boxing. Now, he helped Spencer out when he got in trouble with the police and money, and he came on a channel, Spencer. No, he was commenting saying that, oh, Danny's wife fancied him or something. He's bizarre. Well, and that's why they stopped being friends. I thought, well, maybe it's got something to do with the money that he took off him. He's a wrong un, a scumbag. Oh, Yakub says yes, blood. So he says, do you know who Yakub is? Do you know who
No,
Yakub is?
no.
Oh, it's quite funny. It's a bit of like a theme on his channel, a meme, right? Yakub, you know, the Nation of Islam. They're not proper Muslims; they are apostates, really. But they, this is like Malcolm X. He left, but he was originally the Nation of Islam, and they thought that a guy called Yakub was this amazing scientist with a huge head, and he invented the
Oh,
white people.
that Yakub, they've got a spaceship in the sky and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and he invented the evil white man's because he was pissed off because he couldn't get no women, no pum pum. He could get no pum pum, and all the big African chads would like laugh at him. But because he was super intelligent, he invented the evil white man, yeah, to bring grief to the black guys. It's kind of nuts, but it's quite a funny story. Anyway, so Yakub says yes. I don't think it's a very historical story. Let's say that.
And then that's the problem with Spencer. Like he's always going against white people. I don't know what. So he keeps going on about this. Like he clearly don't like white people. I don't know why, but he wouldn't have the opportunities he's had in boxing if it wasn't for them.
Well said. And by the way, also the other thing is, right, my problem is hypocrisy. I think people should say what they want and think what they want. If he doesn't like white people, actually, in some ways, weirdly, I don't have a problem with that. He can say what he wants, right? But the problem is, you can't have it both ways. You can't pretend. You can't say, oh, I hate racism and do that and then be racist. So, or you can't attack people that have helped you. You can't. And he switches sides. If he's got a white guy who will help him, like you said, get a job. What do you think? The jobs in Sky, for example, that he messed up, or stuff like this. He now suddenly loves white guys to their face, but it's two-faced. He's a liar. He's a hypocrite. So I'll just bring Liam's. Liam goes, is Fearon arrogant in real life? He thinks the reason so many black British fighters have done well, when in fact Fearon hardly gets recognised in Brixton. He thinks he's the reason so many black fighters have done well. Surely not. When in fact Fearon hardly gets recognised in Brixton. Yeah, I mean you would say he is that arrogant, right?
The thing is, anybody watching this video, if you meet me, I'm nice enough. I don't lie. Forget the fact I don't like him. Forget that. I'm telling you, Spencer is very arrogant. He'll tell people. I've seen him tell people, like Isaac Chamberlain. Yeah, I don't see the harm in naming names. I remember,
sure.
like he was trying to tell Isaac when Isaac got on Sky Sports. Oh yeah, I'm the one that got you the chance to get on Spencer's show at the time. And when Isaac came to the gym and spoke about it, he didn't like Spencer. He didn't like the way he came. So like, Spencer was trying to go on as if he got Isaac the interview on Sky Sports. But I'm like, at the time, Isaac was doing well. He would have got on there with or without you. And this is what he does he rubs you up the wrong way. It's like me, yeah. I'm not trying to say I'm the biggest, toughest guy in the world. I'm not. But it's like he probably thinks if he wanted to spar you, I'll do it, no issue. He tries to walk around, oh, I'm this and mate, I'll spar you, no issue. Porky won't do it, but he's not as important or as intimidating. Like if someone like O'Hara Davies got upset with me and wanted to spar, I'd say hell no. But you're gonna knock me spark out, mate. You'll knock me spark out. Same with Conor Benn. Same with. Would I spar Johnny Nelson? If Johnny Nelson was angry with me, nah, he's too big, man. Nah, he's too big.
Very big. But I think Johnny's quite negative. I think he's reasonable enough, Johnny, so that he wouldn't.
No. If for whatever reason, if there was some sort of problem between us, if I've upset his wife or whatever, I'd say to myself, if I got in the ring with, if he wanted to hurt me, he could do it. Spencer. I'll give it a go. Like, I'm not like he's not as scary or as gangster or as likable as he thinks he is. That's his problem.
No, of course he's not. But the main thing is this: that the outlaw goes, his arrogance is annoying, and I have to admit he thinks he's bigger than he is. But he's not even a little bit big. He's a joke. He doesn't earn any money. He calls himself the master. He keeps on getting these chances. Why? Well, there are no rhetorical questions on the Triple B show, Michael. You should know that. Why? Because he's very good. The one skill he's got, apart from grasping people up, is manipulating people and being their friends and making them like him and talk. So he'll see someone who thinks, I know that guy can give me an opportunity. So like Danny Williams, so come up to him, be his pal, talk to him, be nice to him, and then that friend, whether it's a guy at Sky, whether it's Danny Williams or some guy with a YouTube channel, will suddenly go, we'll let Spencer come on. He talks reasonably well and all that. It's all, that's the only thing he's good at, manipulating people and grassing. See, my boy here, the doctor agrees with the Triple B. Say that shit. Say that shit. Say that shit. Yeah. So yeah, the Outlaw said just on Johnny. Now, I don't know how long you want to do this. We've done 1 hour 40 minutes of super stuff. What have you got to do? Jalil says, before you answer that, Johnny Nelson, cool guy, I met him a few times. I met him and he was a bit cocky, to be honest, but you could catch someone on a bad day, you know, you don't know.
No, but what I'm saying, outlaw pugilist, what I'm saying, yeah, Johnny's cool, I've gone with him, but I'm saying if we fell out, I wouldn't get in a ring with him because I think he's good enough to do damage. Like, former cruiserweight, you know, I wouldn't get in there if he was angry. With Spencer, look, he's boxed at a higher level than me, I'm not denying that, but I'd give it a go. Like, if Spencer said, come get in the ring with me, I'd say, yeah, I'll give it a go. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
I'm not.
You know he'll quit when the going gets tough.
I'm saying with Spencer, Spencer doesn't scare me. It's not like, imagine, it's like who's like the most intimidating? It's like he's not Artur Beterbiev. You know what I mean? He's not. And like, do you think I'd be dumb enough to get in the ring with Yard? If Anthony Yard had a problem with me, do you think I would get in the ring with this man? No. You know what I mean? But Spencer, all I'm trying to say, Spencer's not intimidating. He's not as scary as he thinks he is. I'm not scared of him or his drug dealer mate. What's it, Kinahan? Both a pair of mugs.
Well, it's not really his mate. Listen, it's not really his mate. So he was running this little sort of fake charity thing, probably money laundering. I don't know. Now, I don't think that the people that set him up there knew that he was a grass, because, you know, if they did, they would never give him a position there. You know what I'm saying? No, because, you know, he grasped on the people he was serving up with, right? And they all went to prison except him. He was in 1 week on remand, crying in his Peter Pan in his cell, refusing to go out. Yeah, I mean, that shows you what a coward he is. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you're not scared of him because he's a mud pit. He doesn't have any bad boy friends. And when they learn that he's a grass, I don't think he'd be lucky not to get like himself turned over like blood clot. The Outlaw says, I hear you, Michael. I hear you. Preach, preach, preach. Say that shit. Say that shit.
I mean, but it's a lot of guys. This is the last thing I'll say. It's like that recent fight, Lee Woods. If Lee Wood had a problem with me, you think I'll get in the ring with him? No. Mate, I'm not a professional boxer. I'll give it a go against Spencer or Porky or Max. But if Lee Wood said, Michael, I don't like you, get in the... Mate, like, you'll knock me out. I'm not denying that. And where's with Spencer? Spencer thinks he's intimidated. You're not Lee Wood. You're not Mike Tyson. You're not Gennady Golovkin. Stop going around like you're some sort of gangster, man. I'm not shook at Spencer. No, and if I saw him, I'll tell him to his face. Mate, like, what are you going to do? Mate, it's like, you're...
Yeah, sorry, God. I just think he's less intimidating than Ebony Bridges. I'd be more scared of Ebony Bridges.
Me and Spencer, if I saw him outside a ring, like, don't get me wrong, we're not going to get physical. I doubt it. We're both too mature for that. But I'm like, you know, I wouldn't be scared to say something to him. Like, not like Derek Chisora. If Derek Chisora had a problem with me, like, I'd have to go into hiding. You know, but
Derek's quite a big man. He's intimidating. He's got a bit of the screw loose.
Yeah, but I've seen Derek. Derek hits people outside the ring. I've seen him do it. So
really,
whereas Spencer,
stories. What happened?
I mean,
tell us what happened.
Well, he used to. Well, you know, Don Charles told me he used to. Derek was beating up his girlfriend at one point. Don Charles had to get involved and sort it out. Derek once hit a police officer. Then there's video footage of him trying to hit someone at the weigh-in at the the Marius. What was the guy's name? Pulev. Pulev. He hit one of the Pulev fans.
Who's the one he kissed?
Carl Baker.
That was it. Yeah, he does some odd things, man, and he's definitely erratic. He's erratic. Do you know what I mean? He's big. Yeah, I mean, he'll be on the street quite an intimidating man. You know. But
if I heard Derek Chisora was looking for me, I'll move to Eritrea. Simple. But if I heard Spencer Fearon was looking for me, I said, well, just message me when and where. Anyway, you know what I mean? Spencer don't scare me.
Well, the main problem with Spencer, the main damage that he would do would be grassing you. So if you hit him, you'd probably call the police. That'd be the main problem.
I wouldn't throw the first punch. Yeah, I remember. He'd get in more trouble than me. He's a former professional boxer. He's got a prison, but it wouldn't get to that point. Him and me are too sensible to do it outside the ring. That's just being silly. We're both adult.
I agree with you. Have it
Yeah, like
organised. Listen, by the way,
all that
like,
street stuff is stupid.
yeah,
If Spencer wants it, we'll just get in the ring, mate. Just keep it simple.
yeah, I quite like the idea of bare knuckle as well, because that's as close as you're going to get to proper hardcore fight, without stupidity of the streets. Because as you said, and street fighting, man, most of street fighting depends on who hits the other person first and what the situation is, what the context is. And everyone's got mates around them, man. I agree with you. It's nonsense, the street fighting thing.
Yeah, but
The
when
outlaw
people
teacher
when people start talking about street fighting, they're not being serious. Because when it comes to me and Spencer, like, look, if you really want to do it, just get in the ring with him. But it's like, if you're going to start talking about street fighting and this and that, you don't really want to do it. It's like Porky. He calls everyone out, but he never actually takes anyone on.
it's a Spencer puppet. That's what it's all about. One shot, Spencer down, flatline. The outlaw, my boy, the outlaw. Yeah, I met Derek a few times in the club. He's cool, but he's a certified nutcase. Yeah, he'd be the kind of guy to be kind of cool and to hang out with, be quite funny and charismatic, but you still know that he's got screw loose. Am I right?
Yeah, but I'm a nice guy anyway. Like, I don't want to get into trouble, but as I say, there's certain guys I wouldn't want to take on, and there's certain guys I would. And Spencer's definitely one of the ones that I wouldn't mind taking on. He don't scare me, man. And I'm not,
No, I agree.
and I'm not
He's
scared of
very
Daniel
honest with that as
Kinahan.
well.
Yeah, but I'm just
Well,
saying,
he's
it's like,
listen, all you got to give him a little position doing that. Yeah, and he lies and says that. You remember that cringe video when he's going into like everyone needs to have a picture of Daniel Kinahan up in their house because of what he's done for. He's I think insane. He just not
yeah,
insane.
but
He's just so deluded with his value. He's like, oh, he's a good father to my kids. No, he isn't. Stop lying. You probably never even met
but
the man.
the reason he said those things is because he was on the Daniel Kinahan payroll. Daniel Kinahan was using drug money to buy fights. Because boxers are not going to do things for free. I don't want to hear all this rubbish. Oh, Daniel Kinahan's a nice guy. It's because he's got money. It's like me, yeah. It's like KSI, yeah. I've got no issue with KSI. I'm sure he's a nice guy. But if I get the chance to fight him, that's too...
KS bomb. But no, I mean obviously what you said about the money, obviously, but that goes without saying. You're preaching to the choir, brother. You're preaching to the choir. Don't worry about that. Oh, without further ado, we may have lost you. I don't know. You're frozen. But if not, has the Michael met Prince Patel? We might have lost Michael. He'll be back anyway. If you lost Michael, if you come back, cool. We'll do another 15 minutes and wrap up the show. It's been good, man. Otherwise, I'll talk to my boys until you come back. Dan Morphy told you Tim Zoo is the man, yeah? But I said, remember, recognize the Triple B, yet another bang on prediction. Said what? What he said, Tim Zoo will either stop him in the 10th round, which he almost did, or he'll win on points. I mean, come on, blood. Come on, blood. Oh, I just realized I put a typo into my title. But yeah. Okay, we might have lost Michael, but Michael, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a great one. Thank you for all the peeps. The outlaw pugilist in the house. Check out his channel. My boy Michael Maloney really knows his boxing for the £5 super chats. So we looks like we lost Michael. So hopefully Spencer Fearon hasn't jumped out the bushes and finished him off. I don't think so. Doctor. If Ricky Hatton came out to find his wife in bed with Spencer, he'd give him a good fella style kicking. He's probably one of the few guys, yeah. Ricky Hatton wouldn't tuck in for crying out loud. I took him in. He's scared, isn't he? He's scared of Triple G. If I found him better than the missus, I took him in. Hey. Yeah, crying out loud. Right, guys. So it looks like we lost Michael. That's cool. That's cool on the gang. I hope he's all right. I thought it went in pretty well. I think he's very honest and polite, Michael. Yeah, he's got some people that doubt him. I don't know, man. I warmed him a lot. No homo. I mean, he's just likable. He's very easygoing. He's very polite. MJ Boxing. I wanted him to thoughts of Triple. Oh, he probably doesn't know him, man. There's just almost certainly doesn't know him. Certainly because I've slagged him off. That anyone knows him. And and he's been, he's stalked time move. Cool, mate. His younger brothers want to watch out as well. Nikita, the blonde zoo. Do you know what's funny to me, bro? I'm going to continue till 2 hours anyway because I love these labs, right? So, Yeah, his younger brother Nikita Zoo, the blonde Zoo, he looks nothing like Daddy, right? Whereas, you look at Tim Zoo, it's a spitting image. He looks like he's been genetically cloned off his dad. It's just insane. Identical. Whereas the other one, Nikita's kind of looks more surfy and blonde. Taylor, good live chat. We'll catch you next time. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. I hope. Yeah, it's always difficult to put everyone's questions up. There's a lot of questions. I'm looking there. But I think that went really well. I think it was very interesting. Yeah. We managed to dig out Spencer again. I was hoping Sonny would come on. And ask some questions. That would have been good. I'm trying to get Sonny to do an interview like today. And I want to do another one with the funds, have a few fans on. I don't know what the maximum number of fans I would, because people will always interrupt each other. I don't know, man. I think the maximum people at any one time should be 4, right? So the triple B plus 3 funds would be quite good. And maybe you give fans 10 minutes, then another fan. What do you reckon? I like to have the feedback from me fans, right? This is your channel. This is the fans channel, right? The fans make the channel. Yeah. So I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but it's better be good. Oh, I've got to eat some lamb. I've got some lamb minted chops, right? I don't usually like to buy ready minted stuff, ready-made stuff or whatever, ready spiced stuff. I want to eat, I want to do it all myself, but these are like half price, right? Half price. Doctor, Nikita nowhere near as good. Don't believe the heart. I tend to say that. I tend to believe that. I mean, Tim's obviously generally world class. Nikita's at the beginning. The thing is, he gets caught more, but he's still at the young part of his career. I think he can still punch. We'll see. I get the feeling he's not really as obsessed with boxing, as dedicated as Tim. Dan Murphy. Yeah, I don't talk about the triple bell end, but obviously of course he is. He's trying to be nice, right? But it's a bit late now for that. You can't try and be nice because you've been rinsed and regulated by the triple B. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun. So you can't suddenly change after you've embarrassed yourself. You've been rude. I was watching one of my lives the other day, just while I was getting on, and the chubbies are going to him like, Triple I, if you want to come on the show, I'll give you a place, an interview. I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll put his name up all the time. What? And then he goes and makes an accusation like that, unfounded. And then he goes out and beats a grass himself. What a scumbag. And you can't make up by going, time's back. We can all have a laugh now. And then you're going to have to look better than that, bro. You've got a lot of words to you. And I don't see why I forgive people. I give Sonny an extra chance, but he's gonna have to work too, blood. I would like to see Sonny on this live. It'd be quite cool. Maybe we get Sonny and the Emperor. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, put your suggestions in the comments. See what the funds want. And remember, I read every single one and answer every single comment. Yeah, spot on. The Outlaw Pugilist says great entry. Yeah, we'll get the Outlaw on the show as well. Anyone who's interested, as I said, to get on an interview like we just did with Michael, because that works well. Yeah. We just if you're interested, we already had my boy. I'm sure Little Musgrave, Shane Bongos. I'm sure they're up for it. Yeah, I'm sure the Outlaw will be up for it because he's done plenty of lives. I remember I was chatting to him on a live in Turkey when he's in the sun for the funds. He did a live. Yeah, so what up? It's great to see you, Outlaw. MJ says Triple B with Triple R. A rematch. Oh, it's got to be another KO, right? Nikita Solani is trained. I agree. He'll be top class. It's too early to say. I think he's a little easy to hit. He'll have to improve. But there's something there. So I'm not going to write. You're not going to write anyone off there at their stage. Yeah. You're not going to write anyone off at this early stage. But yeah, Tim looks the real deal. It goes big. Jai Opataya. Tim. The top dogs in Australia. There's Maloney. Is it Jason Maloney? He's a world champion. I don't really rate the Maloney brothers that much. I don't mean to. George Cambosos. He did very well with his career and got a lot of money for it. And he's gutsy. He should take PEDs, man. He might win. He good on him. But he beat Selby and Teofimo, didn't he? But you're not good enough to beat the real top dogs. Whereas Opataya and possibly Tim are going to. Who will Tommy Fury fight next? I'm not talking about that bum. I mean, some other YouTuber. Right, we're gonna stay till 2:00, man. I thought Emperor Michael was the YB. Why, man? Do you think they look alike? I know that bitch on the show well, but he gets stripped. You will get stripped. I'd have anyone on the show. Anyone. Spencer, you want to come on the show? You come on the show, bro. You'll get destroyed, though. And you know it. And you'll cry. And you'll grass. You'll try and grass. You're a sickening individual. In fact, no, I don't want you. Yeah, you can come on the show. I don't care, man. Sonny can come on the show. I actually want Sonny on the show because he would be actually a good interview and he'd be quite interesting and he could explain himself. You know, and that's the problem is you've got this good side and this bad side. And the bad side has got to go. The bad side has got to go. As this image consultant, you know, I need some more super chats, by the way, because I was going to start billing you, Sonny. But you know, if you ditch that bad side and do it in your heart too. Ditch it in your heart, man. No bitterness, no chip, and get the good side of Sonny out there. And then Sonny, yeah, you got funds. Yeah, you got more funds. What happened to the Joe Pack investigation drug therapy? Was it meth or so? Yeah, apparently he didn't do nothing. I did do nothing. Nothing happened. And, you know, it's probably due to, whether it's due to corruption or whatever. I don't know. Dan Morphy goes, RIP to the white bitch. Yeah, you know, I was the white bitch. I was going to ring him at Golden Sachs. It's fun. You know, and I got his number and stuff. I was going to ring him at Goldman Sachs, but, you know, I let him off. I thought, you know what, forget about it. I don't know about it. It'd just be quite funny. Hello, can I speak to Miles Crouch Anderson? Who's speaking? Sam Stroller. Sam Stroller. Oh, what is it about? Well, I met him in the club last night, and I have to talk to him because I went to see the physician, and my physician said I have herpes simplex 10, and I thought I would tell Miles Crouch Anderson that he should go and see his physician too before things start falling off of the man. Yeah, why don't you tell Miles Crouch Anderson yourself? Yes, I think that would be better. If you don't know what film that's from, yeah. Oh, it's working the game. What Emperor? Making up for the lack of size of great work rate. Hardest work in here. What are you talking about? Chapisha? What do you mean lack of size? I'm 6.5 stone, fam. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Oh, another shameful, pathetic, corrupt US thing. I could speak this all day, bro. Opataya has different operating systems. Back to his greatest. Well done, brother. I don't know whether that was before or you didn't hear the Triple B, but I hope so. That means it's a real deal needs good fight. Yeah, man. There's not that many good cruiserweights, but that's okay. There's enough people to wipe out. And then you consider a move to heavyweight. And that's the problem. Is his frame big enough to go up to heavyweight? You know, his skills are good enough, no doubt. Prank him. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was going to record everything. I was going to ring up. I can't remember what I didn't. Sometimes it's just badly organised. But like when I rang up Max Jenkins' gym, I might put that up as well. But I said, hello, my name is George. I'm looking to I want to do some boxing or whatever. I can't remember. And the guy weirdly said, yeah, but he's hardly in it at the moment, Max. So he's never even been at his own gym. And this guy Camille, who's maybe his partner's left, prank him. So I was going to call up. I mean, some people might think it's a bit low because that's his work and that's the work. But you work for the most disgusting vampire squid evil company in the world. Number one. Number two, you lie. I don't work for them. No, I'm on UC. He goes, that's some blood clot, which is obviously an A-list account. Go, oh, I'm a friend of Miles. He doesn't work for the vampire squid, Goldman Sachs. He only did an internship there. Yeah. Well, you think I can't use the internet and LinkedIn and stuff? Blood clot. He's even on forums giving trading advice. So he's defrauding his peeps, whereas it should be, ain't got shit. Shane Bogus, Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, that was a good film. I enjoyed that, but it seems a bit more innocent. But when you watch it now, you can see all the stuff. He does this all the time. Sorry to do that. I hate doing that. And there's loads of themes in it, just like Trading Places. Loads of themes in it, you know. But yeah, I'm just nostalgic about that too, man. I was priming that bet in your chat. Well done, brother. Good. I hope you made some good money from it. Bang, Daddy. I was raised in violence. I was born into violence. Come on, Sonny. I had someone tell me in one of my comments, go, that's a middle class area. His dad was in Sutton or something, and then in Croydon, and then his dad was a pisshead who pushed his sons into boxing. You know, I don't know what was down there. His uncle steals like beef and stuff like that from Sainsbury. I mean, you got to do a lot of shoplifting to get sent down. I want to ask Sonny about this. I really want to do my number one interview. No, I mean not my number one interview. I mean, you know, there's a lot bigger and better people you want, but would they come on the show? But Sonny would be a great one, and people would be gentle with him. You know, that's I said the Emperor was a bit worried in my first one. I said, no, you're not going to get any grief, man. People like you on the show. Yeah, you might get one or two difficult questions. The same thing with Sonny, because he's come in twice on the chat, 3 times, twice last week. Yeah, and he tried to bribe the Triple B, and that's okay, man. But you need more money. I told you, 3 things, blood. 3 things, blood. Number 1, we need to put us to Kanye, reflections, flexing, or at least explain yourself, because you try to explain yourself, and they hold no water your explanations. You can't try to ruin man's career like that. He's got kids. You've got to put food on the table for his fucking kids as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose the man's job like that, humiliating him. So there's that. You got to come on the show like Emperor Michael did. That'd be a good show, and you can talk about your fight. And yeah, you got to show goodwill with that cash money. You know, and I'm talking full figures, blood, as a goodwill. No, think of it as a consultancy fee, because I give you some free advice, blood. Dan Murphy says, "You're Sonny's best friend." You just got to, Sonny. If I kept this on, if I look like this, yeah, you definitely want to be my friend. You don't want to hang out with anyone wants to hang out with black peeps. My boy, the Outlaw Pugilist, he like to hang with the Outlaw and other channels like that. Yeah, he ain't hanging with no Triple B. Triple B ain't dark enough, plus. I have to wear this all the time. Yeah, I don't know, man. No, I would never be. Firstly, you wouldn't want to. You open yourself to compromise. Number 1. I mean, you could be playing a very intelligent game. I know. Okay, firstly, I'll try and bribe Triple B so that he doesn't release the call. Secondly, I'll try and be his friends, and then I might be able to link up with him when I'm in London or when he's in Sheffield, and we talk. And before you know it, Lyndon Arthur and 5 huge bucks jump out of nowhere, intimidate Triple B or try. I mean, I could handle that. You can't fight against 5 guys, unless the 8th stone, you might throw them off. But 5 huge bucks, right? And then and then they take pick. No, man, dox him. No, man. He can be very clever, and he has got a brain. Look, Sonny didn't want flex ruining David's cheap. Yeah, he might get the kids might have some height if Danny Flex got bust a nut inside the sister. She's 42, so it might be all dried up anyway. There might be nothing going on. There's no eggs. There's no eggs left in the basket. There's no eggs. I'm not hating on his family, but you know what? He's public about it, and the thing is, when you're a public figure, right, you have to expect some grief, and the internet has given people the opportunity to say stuff like that, and it's great, as opposed to people sitting on their like chocolate throne and thinking they're the best thing in the world. Yeah, now they have to put up with and I think it's good for their ego. Tone that ego down, blood. But if you're in the public eye and you seek to be in the public eye, you are public property in many ways. The law on this is kind of grey, right? But you're not really. See, if you dox individuals that are just individuals and say where they live and all that, if you did it to the celebrity, put where they live up, which is what Sonny and Max Jenkins were doing to George Patel. They were trying to. They put his actual address out there. This is a real guy who's mentally ill, right? That's actually an offence, right? And even if you do that to a celebrity, if I put, that would be an offence, I think. Right? It certainly would be. Yeah. Oh, this person lives here. Go and check him out. Yeah. But you to rinse someone online, no. To rinse someone online, especially if you're in the public eye, you got to take the rough with the smooth, fam. If you don't want to be famous, don't spend all your time on social media and Twitter and interviewing. If you think if you're ready, if you want to do that and you're getting more money or whatever, we'll do it. But you know what? You got to take the rough with the smooth, fam. No one, if you decide you want to be famous, there's a price to pay. You pay the price of the Illuminati, and also you might have to end up becoming getting mutilated like Frank Maloney. There might be that kind of price or sacrifice, or the other price just comes to say you are going to be in the public eye. You're public property now, brother. Danny Flexen got the wrong. She tried triple R says she looks DTF. Has she got DSL? And she died DTF. Damn, the Jersey Shore was funny back in the day. I'd never watched that shite now though, but the Jersey Shore, the situation, performing a robbery. Yeah, I reckon. Do you reckon Sonny always could perform a robbery on Otto Wallin and take his girl? Sonny wants his nephew receding by the time he can leave. Sonny wants his nephew receding, but I'm not totally understanding that, but I laughed anyway about politeness. Right, guys. I'm going to jet. I'm going to get my food on. I'm really disappointed. I looked at it. I don't eat no lamb chops, man. Which are minted. I want to make, you know. Oh, did you see that black guy? What's his name? Dean on It's such a stupid cliche, isn't it? White people don't season their food. Shit, why don't they put any flavor on their food? Now, if you've got real good ingredients, you don't necessarily want to cover, you know, you're thinking spices, number one. Number two, white people eat all kinds of stuff. There was a spice. We started the spice trade, blood. And the curries they smash and all that. It's so bizarre. White people don't eat their food. You know what? Some people have a theory. They say, well, the reason that... Oh, Michael's come back. Okay, I was about to cut off. But the reason that this cliche comes on, because a lot of people from that community, the only time they taste white people food is prison and school. And obviously they're going to season that. All right, I'll bring the man back in. Michael, what happened to you, bruv? We was
So
about to
my
wrap
battery...
it up, man.
battery died. So I found some to charge it.
We can't hear you again.
I was trying to finish off the last thing I was saying. It was about KSI. Let me try and find somewhere quiet. So the thing about Daniel Kinahan, the reason he gets the treatment he does in boxing is because he was paying people off. Boxers are not
hear you very
going to
well.
do any.
You're cutting out, blood. Michael, you're cutting out. You're cutting out. You need to get somewhere with good reception. You're cutting out, bro. Try again. I'm going to cut you off.
It's like me, yeah, just as an example, I'm not saying,
Michael.
I know I've got a small profile. If I
Michael
could get a chance,
I'm trying to mute it. It ain't working.
Yes,
Michael.
Okay.
Listen. Michael. Michael, I'm trying to tell you,
we
can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Blood clot.
Sorry.
We can't hear you. Michael, you have to go somewhere with better reception, because we can't hear you. You're cutting out. We can't hear you at all, and you're freezing. So go somewhere with better reception before you talk. Dan Morphy, the situation, there's some grenades in the pool. That's right. Sometimes you got to take a grenade for your friends, man. And we don't know. I don't want no grenades. I don't want no farm zoo animals. The situation. Yeah, I'll tell you when you're looking better, Michael. I'm not sure Tuss should be in the club. Up in the club, he looks like going to commit a robbery. I would never try nick another guy's girl. But if we're in the club, and a man's chatting up a woman, and then she's got eyes for the triple weed, it's not really a robbery. You know, I'm just taking what's coming to me. I'm taking what's coming to me, blood. I'm not going to give this guy any publicity, Michael. Sorry, bro. I'm not giving that bum any publicity. Oh, those gay J's headphones. All right, Michael. Let's try Michael again. Oh, I muted him. That's right. Michael. Now, you're unmuted now.
Yep.
Oh, it could be better.
All right, can you hear me okay?
I can now, yes. It's still it's not perfect, but better. If it starts cutting out all the time, I'll tell you. But, yeah, go on. You're talking about KS Bum.
Sorry about that. Sorry, mate.
We can't...
I was trying to say, I'll give you an example. Can't hear me?
Yes, but you keep cutting out. That's the problem.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, right now. Can you hear me now?
I should have just stayed in the park.
Tell me, yeah, you should have done. Tell me about KS Bum, then.
I'll give you a quick example. I've got nothing against the YouTubers, nothing. If I could get a fight with them, obviously I would do it, because that's just too much money to resist.
Yeah.
And that's what it was with Kinahan. It's like KSI. I've got no issue with KSI. I've never met KSI. So, you know, I'm not going to dislike someone I've never met. So the thing about Kinahan, the reason everyone said he's such a nice guy is because they were getting paid to say that.
Oh yeah, I mean, everyone knows that, right? It was pathetic. Sonny came on saying, "What a great guy!" I mean, it's kind of nuts, because you know the background. It's like, well, hang on, this could rebound on me quite badly. Everyone knew, and we know that, but it was just so pathetic. Spencer was so over the top, right? If there's any boxing fan, you need to get yourself a picture of Daniel Kinahan and put it on your wall. It's like, grow up. You know, he ain't got no white people on his walls anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Ask Michael about Prince Patel.
Prince Patel. Do you know about Prince Patel? Have you spoke to? Have you know the Prince?
Yeah, I met Prince once. He seems all right. I've got no issue with him. I hope Prince knocks out Sonny Edwards.
Sonny too scared to fight. We'll ask Sonny next time he comes on when I do a live stream. I thought we'd have a live stream. Michael, Sonny, and a Triple B. Yeah. Look, it's been
That'll
great
be
to
great.
see you. We're going to close this. We're going to close this up. We've been 2 hours and 15 minutes almost, and we're still keeping losing you, unfortunately. What part of London are you in, by the way?
Greenwich, East London.
Okay. No, Greenwich. I remember Greenwich is nice, man. Yeah, Daniel Dubum comes from Greenwich. Daniel Dubum comes from Greenwich. My boy Dan Morfoy bigs up the Prince, but I like the Prince because not only right, the Prince, right? So Warren dropped him. And what did he do? Yeah, he was a bit cocky, but that's part of his game. He says it. And then he went all around to all these places. He would have financed it himself, boxing. He carried on his boxing career. And he's quite likable. You know, yeah, he said himself, I do that WWE heel thing on purpose. And I find he's likable, man.
Yeah, I wish him well, man. He's trying his best.
Randy says Sonny already got dealt with by the Bengalis and he'll get the real thing with Patel. Back in the game says, big up the Emperor and Triple. Yeah, we're going to call it a day because we're going to get some food on. And yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best link up, but it's great to see you, Michael. We'll do it again sometime, right? You know, whatever. I'm trying to do more interviews because people like them. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was a real pleasure. Thanks so much for your time, and I've always got time for you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, no worries. It's cool, man. God bless you. Yeah, have a lovely, have a nice evening, right? Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
Look down. Look down.
Sunny Showtime.
Don't go now. Right. Sonny has come on, the real Sonny, right? But
It's actually him.
No, right. That's naturally what you should ask, right? Number one, and he originally came on, yeah, and got caned. Absolutely him because he knew things that weren't him. And later on, I looked at his channel. He's got a channel, you know. It's got and it's clearly him. But Sonny also had another guy pretending to be Sonny who put on the same thing. So I don't know about this one, but the real Sonny was definitely on yesterday's live and the live the day before. He gave me £60 bribe money. So we don't know. This could be. It could be. I'm going to wait in case it is. Sonny, if that's you, what can you say to make us know it's you, the real Sonny? Well, the real Sonny, please stand up. Please stand up. What can you say? Go on, Sonny. Give us some information so that we know it's the real Sonny. Is Isaac Lowe the dumbest boxer? He's the most retarded looking one. So we're going to say...
Is Isaac Lowe the dumbest boxer? I would say yes.
Yeah, well, he looks like a creature from some kind of backward time, you know? He doesn't look very intelligent. I don't mean to be mean or anything, but he looks like some creature who's crawled out of some ancient primordial soup. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but let me ask you a quick question. I don't mean to go off topic, but you remember the guy earlier that said I was delusional?
Yeah.
Did he ever come back and comment again?
You didn't come up with any specifics, no. You did not come up
with any specifics. See what I mean? I asked him a question, he disappears. See what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we need specifics because otherwise it's too vague. I understand. And I was about to say that before you said it. Wait, come on, man. With the real Sonny Edwards, please stand up. Please stand up. 20, Sonny, give me 20. Sonny, this is the Sonny I like, brother. The red pill Sonny who gets that mad cash money out. But Sonny, you know, we have to talk. We want you on the show. Would you come on the show? You, me, Emperor Michael. What do you know about that? Come on, man. That's a show for the fans. And you can say what you want. And instead of, just chatting, you'll say what you want from the horse's mouth, bro. What about that, homeboy? What do you think? What do you think, Michael? You'd be up for that, right?
100%. I mean, if he genuinely wants to do it, I'll keep it polite, but I don't like him. I'm entitled to my opinion, and I hope Rodriguez knocks him out. But if he comes on, I'll be polite. I'll be polite, though.
It's good to talk, right? As long as people are polite, it's good to talk about what they want. Like, you got to be honest. All this back scratching, all this noshing people off. Nah, man, you got to speak. You got to be real, man. Bang Daddy Paddy says Chippy is on the Sonny payroll.
No, I'll be polite. the thing is, what I'm like here, look, I'm very honest. I'll say what I truly believe. But if
Yeah.
Sonny actually comes on, yeah, I'll tell him. I hope Rodriguez knocks you out, but I'll be polite about it. Like, but I'm not gonna hide just because. Like, so what? I'm entitled to my opinion. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a man, you're a man. Like, I'm
I
not.
think that's
You know what I mean?
completely reasonable. It's completely reasonable, and it makes for a more interesting conversation. Yeah, yeah. It makes for a real more interesting conversation. I think it's completely reasonable, and then someone can defend themselves. You know, I completely agree with that. It'd be much more interesting that way around. Oh, I've always admired you, Sonny. You're a great boxer, you're pamper. And then he goes, oh, Emperor, I really love you because you know you had all those interviews, and I love Eritrean women because you like, you know, Sonny likes. You know, he likes African women. You know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Sonny. Do
Yeah,
you like have you seen Eritrean women? Because Ethiopia and Eritrea are very different from the West Coast Africans. Very different. You know, DNA wise and how they look. Like Eritrean women are like a lot more sort of. What would you say? Would you say beautiful? You think that's fair?
yeah. Beautiful, classy, traditional. Yeah, but Sonny, I know Sonny likes the Clarissa Shields type. But the thing is, if he comes to Eritrea, like you're too physically small for the women, they wouldn't be interested. You're too small, man. You're too
What are they
small,
tall? Are they
honestly.
tall Eritrean women?
No, no, they're normal size, but Sonny's obviously midget size, so they wouldn't be interested. No, I've met him.
Yeah,
I've met him once. He's like 5'1", 5'2". He's too small, man.
yeah. But he still manages to get. He does right in the UK. He still manages to get some African pum pum though. You know.
Probably paying them.
Oh, oh, okay. Sonny's been a bit mean. I'm going to put on. You got to put everything on. Sonny goes, "You're a virgin, Michael. Let's be real." I mean, so what if he is? He's waiting for the right woman. I don't think
I
there's
said,
anything bad about being a virgin.
Sonny, if that really is you, yeah, come on the show. We can have I promise, we'll have a friendly conversation. I'm not going to start shouting. So we'll have a friendly conversation, innit? You know what I mean?
Come
Just
on,
come on
Sonny.
the show, innit?
Come
But
on, Sonny.
if that is genuinely you, yeah, why? I mean, you're a world class fighter. I don't know why you're sitting there. You know what I mean? Just doing comments back and forth on. Come on the show. We can have a chat, innit?
Yeah,
Me and
go on, Sonny.
Sonny, yeah.
Answer that, brother.
Me and
Answer
Sonny
that,
go
brother.
back like 10 years. He knows me from my old YouTube channel. So there's history between us. Like, I give the guy a look. Let me say something nice. The thing about
Yes.
Sonny, yeah, the thing about Sonny Edwards, he will take people on. I give him credit for that. And I'll
Yeah.
tell him that to his face. The thing
He
about
has
all
got
these
some
other
guts.
guys,
He's got more guts
no,
than
listen,
Kieran.
Sonny, the thing is, yeah, whether I like you or not, a lot of these other pros, they're picking and choosing. This guy came here and he says, I want the best. I want this guy. I want Roddy. I'll give you
Yeah.
credit for that. So if you come on, if it is actually you, we can have a friendly conversation. You know what I mean?
That's
But
right.
if I don't like someone, I'm entitled to my opinion.
Well, we need
You know
to
what I
make
mean?
this shit. We need to make it soon because Sonny obviously is going to be in training. Well, he's in serious training now. Yeah, I don't know what. And Michael's busy working. We need to do this thing. Bang Daddy Pazzi said, Sonny has a huge Corey. Oh, come on, man. What's your Corey status, Sonny? I've got Sonny says my showtime, my camera roll would burn your eyes. Oh, blood. Wait. You have all pictures of naked pum pum. Come on, bro. The poor women showing them to people, blood. Come on, man. Yo, Triple B, I've got to give big ups to 323 from Sly Teeny in the house. Shane Boggles ain't here, right? He's probably earning money. But you've come at a good time. We've had the Emperor Mike on for 2 hours. Sunday showtime, if it is a real one. I believe it is. And we'll go and have a look, whether or not. Yeah. And we want the real Sonny to please stand up. And Sonny, if you're there, really, hit me up on, I think you follow me on Insta. Hit me up on the other one, Twitter. Hit me up here, bro. It'll be a good show, man. And everyone, you know what? Some weird things come out of situations like this. You know when you use at school, right? And there's a guy you don't like for whatever reason. Someone gives you dirty looks. And you're like, I don't like that idiot. And you start looking for a negative filter. And it looks like you're going to have to fight, right? And then suddenly, one time you meet up and then somebody cracks your eyes and then you end up being friends. Who knows? It could be like that. Maybe it's a bit unlikely, but you don't know. Sonny loved the Triple B, yeah.
Yeah, but if Sonny actually comes on, yeah, like I say, we can have a friendly conversation. But there's no point trying to take shots at me online if that is actually him. I'm thick-skinned, man. So when I say we go way back, I mean it in the sense, if it is actually you, Sonny, I don't know you, but 10 years ago, you used to say a lot of stuff about me online. I mean it in the sense that you know who I am. Because you're the one that used to write stuff about me on the internet back in the day. That's what I mean. But in person, we've only met once. Remember, I live in London. You live in shit. Like, I'm not saying we're friends. I'm just saying you know who I am. That's all I meant. But I don't know if it's actually him. I'm not convinced.
Well,
But listen, Sonny,
yeah.
Sonny, if it is you, yeah, I've never liked you on a personal level. I've never liked you, so I'm not trying to say that we like each other. But I'm just saying, 10 years ago, you used to talk about me on the internet, so you know who I am. That's all I meant.
Okay,
But I
I'll
didn't
tell
even
you how we know. I'll tell you how we know if it's a real Sonny. Sorry to interrupt. Right, Sonny, PM me on Twitter or Insta and say something, yeah, from your real account, and whether it's I'd like to do the show, yes, I don't like Emperor, or whatever. Just confirm it. I think it is you, but there was another fake Sonny Edwards using the similar thing. It was definitely you on the other lines, but there was a fake Sonny. But yeah, we'll do that. Sonny
Yeah,
said
but
I've
and
never heard of you. Sonny says I've
mate,
never heard of you.
he's lying. He's lying. If then that's not him. He's lying.
Yeah. You know, Sonny, maybe I could give Sonny a link now. Sonny, do you want a link now, brother? How about that, homeboy?
Mate,
Let's
that's
do
not
that.
him. That's not him because he knows me. He knows me by the name of Apollo Jackson. He's not me then. That's not him then because
No.
I'll give it because. Let me ask you a quick question though, Triple B. Obviously, you know the answer. If I can get a chance, I sparred Kell Brook on camera,
Yeah.
but you've seen the things that I do. Obviously, when I say that there's people in boxing that have known me from back in 2011, you know I'm not lying. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Because
No, I agree.
I wouldn't just be able to rock up. Imagine just rocking up in the Ingle gym saying, "I know you
Okay.
don't know who I." Imagine why would they let you spar one of a former world champion? So if that is actually Sonny Edwards, I'm not saying we're mates or anything, but he knows who I am. So if that guy's saying
Okay,
he
wait.
doesn't, then say I'm
Just
talking to him.
quickly. Okay, let me stop you there, right? So Sonny just tweeted me. He says you're good, right? And I've just given him a link to come on. I've just given Sonny a link to come on. So
Let
let's
me
have a
let me
look.
go. Let
Come
me.
on, Sonny. Come on, you
I
can
got
do it. Put your ass
I got
into
to
it.
charge my phone. My phone's. Let me find somewhere to charge it. I don't
All
think
right.
that actually
Well,
is him, but if it is, we can have a friendly chat. I mean, you're not Derek Chisora. If it was Chisora, I'll be shook. I wouldn't talk to Derek Chisora the way I've been talking.
yeah, I understand that, but you guys can talk and have it out and disagree.
Mate, it's just a friendly
A
call.
bit
I'm not
of
gonna.
beef sells.
It's
Beef
not beef,
sells,
man. It's
bro.
not. It's not beef. It's not beef. It's just a friendly call. I'll keep it polite. But if
Well,
it is actually
no,
him, I
no.
don't think it's him, mate. I
Well,
don't think
Sonny's
it's.
text. All I'm saying is no. I think it is because Sonny has got a channel and it's been recognised that it's him, right? Number one, number two, and he come on a couple of chats the last couple of days, right? On that, and also Sonny's now texting me, so he's been right on Twitter. He's been texting me, yeah, as we speak.
Let
He
me
says
find somewhere. I got to charge my phone.
you're a gimp. Michael's a gimp,
I mean, that's
and you're running. He's accused you of running from him. So
running from what? If you want to have a chat, we can have a chat.
oh,
Let me
sorry.
charge my phone somewhere before my phone dies again.
All right, I got to. Oh, I didn't give Sonny the correct link. Sorry, I messed up. Wait, let me try again. Right, I'll get it from a different source, Sonny, because you're on. I'm talking to Sonny on Twitter as we speak. So do you want to go off, charge your phone, and then come back? What about that, homeboy?
Okay, I'll come back.
All right, all right, do that. So, Sonny, I'm talking to you here. I like Sonny. You got guts now, Sonny. You're definitely taking me around, man. But you're still on probation, blood. So let's have a look. Let me send Sonny Edwards, the pound for pound best fighter in the UK, a link. Sorry, man. I sent you an image, not a link, which is a bit moronical. But I'm trying to do 3 things at one time. Okay. And like I remember when we was writing online about a year ago. I didn't know how to do it, but you got to send me a link. Send me a link. So the man's game. The man's game. You got to recognize that, right? And I do recognize, and I'm game too. All right. Sonny laughing. Sorry. All right, Sonny. Try this one, blood. This could be fun, man. Try that, brother. See if that was. I need to take a whiz. I'm going for a whiz because this thing's been. I'll be back. I will be back. Well, why don't we could organise it? Oh, we can't. This is, I think Michael said this is the only chance you can do. I'd rather set something up properly. But maybe we can have a quick chat and then set up a real interview. I'm just going to Jay the Lizard, okay? Right. Well, Sonny, if you're listening, I did send you a link. Give it a shot if you want to come on. Otherwise, yeah, we can organise a ting. Right. So let's speak to the funds. Let's speak to the funds. This is Chippy needs to do a Sonny costume. Well, I'd have to have a mask, I guess. That would be bad. Get him on. Yeah, I'm trying to get it on, brother. Laters, Dan Murphy. You're missing the real Sonny Edwards. Michael quickly going to Spain. That's quite funny. This is epic, says my Irish pal. Michael bricking it, says Ismail. Do you think he was shook? Hang on, man. We might have the man himself, that pound for pound fighter. Do it for the fans who suffered during. Yeah, come on, Sonny. Do it for the fans that suffered under COVID. You haven't got your face there. I need your face there, Sonny. You got to put it. You got to put it on camera because otherwise you could just be anyone, and that's just pointless, man. You got to put your face on, brother. If that's all right, because we know it's your voice, I guess, or maybe we can do that. I'd rather have your face though, man, because then you can express yourself better. This will make my day if Sonny comes on. The fans want Sonny. The fans want Sonny. Sonny vs Michael. Hey, that'd be better. Right, Sonny, I'm going to tweet you as well. Put your face on, Sonny. Put your face on, brother. We want to see your face. No homo. We've got to make sure it's you, otherwise it's just stupid. And I think it is, but you know, I mean, I know this is your account. Okay. I want to be sure it's you. Yeah. There's some search for instructions if you need instructions on StreamYard links. Sonny goes, if I'll speak though, yeah, I get that, man. But why don't you want to put his face? Why don't you want to put face on, brother? I'm going to ask you that. Because that makes it more real. Do you understand? You must understand. Everyone knows what you look like, man. What's the problem, man? Unless you're in some weird situation. Right, I'm gonna. Why? Can you answer Twitter? Right? Why don't you want to put your face online, face up? That's what I'm asking because it, you know, you're always on YouTube and stuff like that. I don't understand. All right. Oh, my man. This is epic, blood. With the real Sonny Edwards, please stand up and put a finger
it's
on
me,
each
man.
hand up.
Turn my camera off.
Man.
I'll pull it on in a minute.
All right, we know it's you. There you go. You know it's Sonny Edwards in the house.
I'll pull it back on in a minute. I'll pull it back on
What's
in a minute.
up? What's up, Sonny? Come on, what's happening, brother?
What are you saying, Triple B? Appreciate
That's
you
a
having me on the show.
Showtime, Sonny. Yeah, what did I call it? Shekels, Showtime, Sonny Edwards, the Triple
feel
S.
like
What's up, brother?
I feel like I paid my way here, but that's okay. I feel like
don't worry about it.
I feel like it's great exposure.
I just think it's fun, and you got guts. You got more guts than all them other wrongers. And I tell you what, man, you know,
there's no other boxing content at 2:30 on a Monday. Triple B, you're the only one putting in the hours.
Oh well, I caught you. I'm lucky, bro.
What else could I be doing at this time?
Did you train today? Have you trained, brother?
I have. I've trained
in the morning because you get up early.
I trained in the morning. I trained in the morning. I had to do the school run as well, and then I went to the gym, and now I'm back for the rest of the day.
Why doesn't the baby mother know you're training in serious training? The baby mother should be doing the school run, blood.
Nah, do you know what it is? I'm away out of the country a lot, so when I'm around, I like to do it because it makes me feel like a good dad. You know what I mean?
Look, I
don't have my kids all the time. That makes me feel like a good dad.
No, I think that's good. No, you know, I respect that, man. You know, you seem like a good dad. I don't want to give you too much flattery now, but it's great to have you on the show.
You know what?
talk honestly.
Sometimes though, Triple B, positivity spreads more positivity. You know.
I agree with that.
Sometimes it
However,
catches alive like fire. You never know where it might take you.
I don't really have any much plans or ambition, brother. But all I'll say to you is this: on the other hand, you could, with all respect, you can be very negative to some people online. So it's not just a one-way traffic. It's not like
my problem is Triple B. Yeah, is the reason why I quote tweet everything is because for me, I only have such a short attention span. So it's what someone literally has just said to me. I'll be replying to just that. You see, everything else I can't. Like I lose it too much. I don't have like whole worldly morals where people should be looking at me as the the standard of anything. So I'll just react in a funny way to whoever.
So you got low attention span. Usually these days they would say you're ADHD and put loads of chemicals.
I'm definitely undiagnosed ADHD just by just the way my brain works
but they say that because they want to push medicine on people.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been diagnosed with stuff, and since I dropped the medicines, I'm way better. I can think forward more. I can plan my life. I feel more real.
100%.
Because you're.
That's why my dad would never let them. Here's one, Triple B. My dad would never let them diagnose me of anything because he said 30 years ago you would have been called a naughty cunt, or if dyslexic you would have been called a stupid cunt. So my dad said they weren't putting ADHD on me or dyslexia on my sister or anything like that. So we never got diagnosed. You know what I mean? No tablets or big pharma.
Yeah.
Numbing our brain cells.
Well done. Well, sometimes the traditional way is the best, and that's having, like what is pumping all these kids full of chemicals doing? It's creating unruly, inattentive.
Creating a lot of money for someone. I know that, Triple B.
Thank you. There we go. The pharmaceutical companies and why they're not trusting that. I respect the fact you didn't do that. Big up for that. And anyone else?
Pure. I got pure blood. Pure blood.
Yes, plain blood. Big respect to that. And by the way, a lot of people on the channel, like this is a red pill channel. It's not just boxing channel, bro. And keep it up with the red pill.
Why do you think I spend so much time here in Conspiracy Corner, Triple B?
Yeah, well, that's the truthful corner. It ain't conspiracy, man. That's true. Also,
that's when you know they're telling the truth when they put conspiracy in front of it.
Well, it's simple, isn't it? So if they call it conspiracy, then it's likely to be true, or at least investigate it. Like the CIA genuinely renamed the word, and they admitted the word conspiracy. And they go, what we'll do, as soon as someone starts questioning what we're telling them, or the press is telling them, we'll slap that label on them, and then
JFK.
People think they're mad. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, man. I believe that. Right, we're gonna get some questions for Sonny. Remember, I don't need to beg for super chats, but things are hard blood if you're a NEET in the basement. So and Sonny already gave me money, so I ain't talking about my man Sonny. It will help me if you want to ask Sonny a question, and the Emperor if he comes back on. If you want to ask a question, if you super chat, even if it's just £1, I can see it because I've got so much to go through. Does that make sense? Okay. Milan goes, Michael's quickly run off to Spain.
He ran so quick. He ran so quick. Did you see?
I don't like Michael, brother. I'm not going to diss Michael.
Do you know what it is with Michael, yeah? I don't really know him at all. He is right. I'll be real. He's right when he says that I've known who he is for a long time. And that's just because he was a Facebook troll before Twitter was getting used. He was like a boxing troll. Like he would comment on everyone's posts on Ben Doughty. Yeah. Ben Doughty's post. On his, it was on his. That's the only way I ever knew of him because of his comments on his stuff, right? But
the thing is, he started quite early, didn't he? And he got that Tyson Fury, and but I do you know what? I find him polite. I find him likable. Yeah, some people say he's had an interesting life. You know, I find something very likable about him. To be honest with you, my boy Bang Daddy goes, Sonny, get a chip in your corner, holding the belt. I don't think we're that friendly yet, blood.
Would you be able to get into America though, Triple B? I know you've got a mysterious background. You know what I mean? No one knows where you come from.
I do. Can you, if you don't mind asking?
Rumors have it. Your criminal convictions are.
Yeah, those are the rumors. They're true. But no, they're not. The criminal are not big enough. Also, I have links, and I have
links everywhere. There's always a route through Mexico.
A few cards to play, bro. I could go. No, I'm not American, but I could go to America. Don't worry about that, homeboy. My boy Shake Baby 88 goes, Sonny comes across as a sound bloke. I've always said that. But I don't agree with the Danny Flexation thing. I don't agree with the showing up the brother. I don't agree with sometimes you can be quite spiteful. And there's a difference between having to back and forth, but sometimes you can be a bit spiteful. Pure bloods are in the house one night. Anyway, do you think? I always think that, you know, yeah, if you just alter things just a little bit, suddenly everyone's on your side. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but
It's not
unfortunately,
for me to say.
Triple B, I live in a world that before I've even had a chance to say anything, people will be coming after me. I'm responding and reacting to what I get in front of me. Danny Flexen did a hit piece on me when there wasn't even no point of doing a hit piece on me when I was a young boxer coming through, and tried belittling me when it came to me asking him to change the headline, which was out of context. And he basically said, well, no one cares about you. Who would read it if I didn't say that? So I went, all right then. Anyway, I found out.
You didn't say that
randomly,
before. With all respect, you hadn't
that
said
was
that.
but that was years ago. I don't need to tell you my reason. But Triple B, I don't need to announce every one of my reasons. That was from years and years and years ago. I've only got so many characters in one tweet. No,
wait, sorry. So just pause you there, and then you carry on. Or where can I read this article? Is it up there somewhere?
I'm not sure.
Was it Boxing News?
It was years and years and years and years ago. It was after I won the WBO European title. I was on my 6th fight or something. It was a long time ago. Triple B.
I can find things. I'll have a look. Thanks. Please carry on.
Since that day, I never did another interview with Danny Flexen, and he knows that. I never did another one, right? And then fast forward all these years past, and I know you find it hard to believe, Triple B, that a man would relentlessly message a woman, and apart from a reply to her, oh, I made this chicken by putting on this seasoning or something along those, not having no idea who it was, yeah.
Okay.
The man in question, no. The man in question said, yeah, this is what kicked it off. Before this, I had no idea because me and my sister don't need to speak about these things. Who tries to message her, whatever. We don't need to speak about these things. He said, I interviewed your brother today.
I saw that.
The response was, oh, you interviewed Sonny, and then he went, no, he doesn't like me. Your other
Charlie
brother.
does.
Yeah, but imagine if you're chatting to a woman, yeah, why would you tell them that their brother doesn't like you? They're obviously going to ask you.
But you don't. You admit you don't like him. So
yeah, but so why? But bear in mind, the funniest thing is, yeah, like pause that conversation and actually read what it was. There was nothing deleted. Quite to contrary belief, there was not one thing deleted or taken out of context.
What? So he literally just said in the club at 1:37.
In the club when he was drunk, he was in Bournemouth.
No, listen, bro. I know, but
he was in Bournemouth.
That sounds like an answer to my knowledge. Where are you in the club?
And he would, but I'm sure he'd been having a drink. What you got to remember is the funniest thing is Triple B. I probably had 10, 20, maybe even 30 plus people come up to me in boxing people, like boxing names, like industry names, that laugh saying it's crazy that it was Sonny that brought that exposed Danny Flexen. He has been known for a long time to speak quite inappropriately to female boxers, people involved. Like that's quite open knowledge. That when it was just funny that it was my sister, because he was quite right. He is not my sister's type in men. He is very, very right in that when he said that.
What is your sister's type? What is your sister's type?
Not Danny Flexen. Not Danny Flexen. To my knowledge. But
Baghdadi Paddy goes, Sonny, you're fun. I guess he's asking, do you apart from the videos that you don't like,
I'm a big Triple B fan. I'm a big Triple B fan.
What did you recognize? Okay. Are you being clever though? Are you trying to reel me in before you hack?
Do you know what it is now? Do you know what it is? Yeah, the way I look at boxing media, like whether you're actually saying something positive or negative about me, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually. It's the time spent talking about me, absorbing some form of Sonny Edwards content, thinking about me, thinking about my fight, tuning in, speaking about it. You're promoting it without even realizing it. If anything, the people that speak worst about you, if anything, probably move the needle more and more consistently.
I get that. All press is good press. Wait, quickly though. Sorry, just pause you there, brother. Quickly though. Okay, Danny Flexen wrote an article you didn't like, right? But also he's a journalist, so he's entitled to criticize people. Why did that get your goat so badly? And why did you go for him? because of an
No,
article you just
it's
didn't
not.
like?
No. So he rang me the day after I won my first title, W European title. Which I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I was excited that I was getting asked to be interviewed. That's the reality. Yeah. Did an interview with him, and I quote, and I said, yeah, in the next 12, 18 months, I want to be mentioned along the Andrew Selby's, the Paddy Barnes, because I've looked up to them for a long time. And now I'm looking forward to being one of their rivals because we'd all turn pro was all in the same place. Yeah. He made the headline something like, I want Paddy Barnes next, which I didn't say. In the quote, he used the whole thing he did, but he headlined it wrong. And when I asked him to change the headline, because that's not what I said, yeah, he then basically tried talking
But
down.
that's asking a journalist to change their professional. Do you know what I mean? That can
No,
be
but
considered
there's
to be a
one
bit
thing.
manipulative.
But if you take something out of context completely and make a quote up that you didn't say, that's not journalism. That's not journalism.
Okay, right. So you're saying that he misquoted. Michael's come back on, right? Now before I let him on, right? This is mad. On Monday. Okay. TS Boxing, $19.99. Thank you, Super Shekels for my King Triple B. Ask Sonny if his state the Queen, Clarissa, only if he drinks a full glass of contaminated Flint, Michigan water, her hometown. I don't understand what that is. Can you understand that?
First of all, I don't drink tap water. That's council juice.
Sweet.
There's fluoride in it. They put fluoride
You're
in it.
quite red pilled, my man. It's red pilled. So what about Clarissa? Do you fancy her?
Well, but she's got to my knowledge, she's got back with her partner, and I'm not a home wrecker, so obviously, to my knowledge, that would take the bet off the table, which is fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
If she wasn't with a partner, if she was free and single, and you are free and single, if you're both free and single, hypothetically.
Oh yeah, no, the date was gonna happen because when I beat Bam, it was gonna happen. But obviously, she's back with her man, and that's just bad etiquette.
Yeah,
you know?
well, maybe you could have a face-to-face, a friendly chat. Okay, we're gonna put Michael back on, right? Oh no, he's suddenly disappeared, Michael. Michael, don't disappear. Okay, Michael's coming. All right, we ready? Here we go. Okay, Michael, where are you, Michael? You disappeared. Sonny showed his face, but he doesn't want to show where he is at the moment. That's fine. Michael, where are you?
I'm here.
Put your face on, Michael. Okay, good.
I'm here.
Everyone's here. Sonny, Michael's here. Michael, Sonny's here. Triple B's in the house. You're on the Triple B show. Wagwan. What are you going to say to yourselves?
All right, hey, I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm going to hold it up to my ear. So, hi, Sonny. Good afternoon. Thanks for coming on. How are you today, Sonny?
I'm great, Michael. Thank you for asking.
All right, that's good. All right, so I'm going to stand by everything I've said, and I'm going to explain myself. Now, listen, I'm going to keep it 100% polite. I'm not going to act tough over the internet or anything like that. All right, so what I meant was, when I said that thing about you and me go way back, I wasn't lying. Obviously, we've only physically...
Hey, Michael, let me stop you there. I've already filled in the viewers for context. Ben Doughty, Facebook days.
Yes.
I said that I know who you are. You was the British troll on Facebook before Twitter boxing even made it to Twitter. I gave you your props. But
go on.
Like there's not much more to you than that, is there, Michael? Really?
Well, let me answer that. Thing is, obviously my phone did genuinely die, so I don't know what you said. So I'm 32 now. Back in the day, I was just trying to do my thing. Gave amateur boxing a bit of a go. Sparred. Yeah.
How many fights? Do you have any fights?
I had one amateur fight.
Sonny, can you put your sorry, quickly, guys. Sonny, your volume's a bit low. Can you put your mouth closer to the mic, bro?
Is that better?
Yes. Preach, speak. Go on.
So, what did you have a fight? Yeah, I was unaware of that.
That's cool. Obviously, you wouldn't know me.
What gym did you box for?
It was one amateur fight for Miguel's boxing gym in
South London. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't lie. Go and ask them. Go ask James Cook. I had one amateur fight.
I don't think you're lying. Honestly, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think.
No, if you try, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to get rude on you. Always, you understand the context of where I'm coming from. So I've had one amateur fight. I've had 6 white collar. So always back in those days, I think it's a bit harsh.
Being Michael, cut to the chase. Like, I don't know you. Why do you not like me?
Yeah, but alright, you don't know me, and you've had digs at me online in the past. You've just called me a boxing troll, but I was never a
Yeah,
troll.
that's what I mean. But you come on, like, come on, Michael. You turn up to boxing gyms and offer fighters like sparring
No, I
and
don't.
jabbing up with
No,
wrong, yeah.
no, Sonny. You don't understand the context. Like, I never fell out with any of those fighters. When I
No,
was
I
going
can
around,
imagine you didn't. I can imagine you didn't.
and let me explain quickly. And by the sound of it, I think I was a bit rude towards you. Because wait, you don't really get what I was back in those days.
You know what?
I
No, but I've
wasn't.
seen it more. You know what it is, Michael? Yeah,
Yeah,
like what people don't realize about me, yeah, is I do speak a lot and I say a lot, yeah, but I see everything. Do you know? Like I don't sleep much and I watch boxing too. I don't have any other interest, yeah. So things that you wouldn't have even realized that I've seen. I've seen. Do you know what I mean? It don't matter whether I'm a world champion, don't matter whether I was a prospect coming up or an amateur. Like I see everything. You know what I mean? So I know, yeah, like what you say about me. I've seen your videos. I see everything.
that's good. I wouldn't
So
have put it online otherwise.
what I mean is, I don't know what it is that I've done to make you not like me. That's what I'm asking.
All
I
right,
really don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to answer that.
Okay,
I'm trying to
guys.
answer that.
Yeah. Answer that, Michael. Answer what was Sonny's question.
Because you've not been hot on me for as long as I have known you.
No, I haven't. I
Let him
haven't.
talk, Sonny. Let him talk,
Sonny, there's a reason, Sonny. There's a reason. What is you called me a troll, yeah? I know that back in the day you took digs at me online various times, trying to say, oh, he's got mental health issues or whatever. So I just thought I just let it go. What is you're gonna understand now? It's not that I'm clout chasing. When I met you recently, you remember what show it was? Obviously, we've only met once. You remember I met you at one of the Matchroom weigh-ins.
Right. Both you guys remember to keep answers short and tight because
Yeah, it's gonna be very short. It's gonna be short.
Better back and
It's
forth.
gonna be very short. Sonny, I'll tell you what set me off, Sonny. Wait, so you remember I met you recently at a Matchroom weigh-in?
Hello?
Sonny, can you hear me?
Do you know what it? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, my phone started ringing. I just had to let someone know that I'm on YouTube at the moment.
All right, so you're going to understand why, yeah? There's a reason. All right, so you remember I met you recently at one of the Matchroom weigh-ins. I think it was definitely last year, actually. Definitely last year.
I don't think I met you though, did I?
Come on, Sonny. We met once. It was last year. Like, come on. Like, we met once.
I've seen you, but how did we meet?
We met briefly in person. Like, we shook hands. You recognized me straight away because of the whole Porky thing, I guess. It happened last year.
I've seen your face about, but I'll be real, yeah. What you gotta understand is every single time I go to a boxing show, a weigh-in, an event, anything, I meet a lot of people, and I have seen your face about, but
yeah,
and I'm not even saying you're a liar. I'm not. But like, it weren't a massive interaction that I can
okay,
remember.
That's cool. I wouldn't expect it to be, so I'll keep it quick. I'll take your word. If you forgot, you forgot. That's cool.
But I've seen your face at some things, though. I've seen you about.
Yeah. I'll keep it quick here. All right. If you say you forgot, all right, that's cool. If you say you forgot, cool. We met last year at one of the weigh-ins. So I tried talking to you, and yeah, I just thought you mugged me off. Basically, I didn't like it, so I didn't respond to it straight away. So obviously, it's only like a few months later. That's basically what. So I just thought, I don't like this guy, and yeah, that's why I started.
How do you feel like I mugged you off? If you don't mind me asking.
I just didn't like the way you talked to me. Like, I just thought, I tried to talk to you, and I just thought you were mugging me off. You were blanking me, and I just thought I didn't like it. So that's why I've done the videos. I stand by that.
What was I like? I can't. What do you remember? What event it was? Like, what was I doing that day?